listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, the most positive business talk show in America. Best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business and founders of the Extreme Customer Service Directory, Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, are inspiring you to get your business right. They know that customer experience isn't just another thing, it's the only thing. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Good morning, Denver, and welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. Very nice to have you along with us. We are here to remind you that small business is big business, and your business is our business. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Fantastic. Made it to Friday.
You did make it to Friday, and now that you did, guess what?
What's that?
It's going to be sunny to partly cloudy today. Mostly sunny.
Mostly sunny.
73 degrees. Low of 49 degrees, virtually no chance of precipitation. And here comes the weekend, sunny and 79, sunny and 87, and Monday, sunny and 88.
Wow.
Right.
And it was pretty toasty yesterday, too.
Yeah.
It was out. Yeah, it was nice. All right. Nice and sunny.
Yep,
right?
yep.
Nice and sunny. Do our Broncos, do they play here or someplace else?
I believe the Broncos are playing away.
Are they away?
No, they're here.
They're here.
Oh, they're here. Okay.
And what'd you say the temperature was for Sunday?
Going to be sunny and 87 degrees.
Ooh, wear your sunscreen.
Right.
That's for sure. That'll be toasty.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So you want to know what's going on in the stock market?
Of course.
So do I. The Fed rate hike odds keep sliding away. The market pricing is just about 18% chance the U.S. Federal Reserve is going to raise its rates at the September meeting, according to data by Bloomberg. Additionally, the market sees just a 49.7% probability of Fed rate hike goes in before the end of 2016. Now, this is good news for most consumers in the sense that, we like to keep those interest rates low, and the lagging car sales is contributing to this story. Germany's 10 years back below zero. A solid bid has pushed the yield on a 10-year German bonds down 5 basis points to minus 2.1 BPS, dropping it back below zero for the first time in a week. The benchmark yield set a record low, minus 19 BPS, in the wake of the United Kingdom's decision to leave the European Union, otherwise known as Brexit.
Brexit.
Yeah. It's iPhone 7 day.
It is.
It
is.
Yeah. Apple stores open at 8 a.m. Earlier than usual for the occasion all across America. However, what you should be aware of is that if you want that shiny black one, sold out.
Sold out?
Yep, they're gone.
Is that the one you would have wanted?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's sexy. So that's what you need to know when the markets open here in a few hours. But what you really want to know, I got that for you right here.
Okay.
It's time for You Choose the News, the game show at the top of the hour where we've already chosen the news. It's passed through at least one filter, and we apologize in advance.
It's a very loose filter, if anything.
Yeah, I wouldn't even call it a sieve. No.
How do you even qualify
It's kind of a drain.
Been filtered at all.
Yeah, it's about the same size of filter as...
the filter is it wacky?
Well, not wacky. It doesn't have to be wacky.
There has to be some element.
It helps if it's
some
wacky.
element, like what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Like if there's no head scratch into it or no.
Yeah, if there's no twist.
Yeah, that it doesn't pass the filter.
Yeah. Well, let's just say that the word odd typically shows up in the URLs.
Okay.
Of the news report.
So that's the filter you're looking for. Oh, not odd enough. No, that's not odd enough. No, we need something.
It's just typical. It's not always. Right. It's just typical.
Okay.
All right. This stick can kill your computer. That's one story. The next one is, Mom, Dad, I'm suing you. And the next story is just downright gross. How do I bring this, Bill? Man accused of mailing this And I'm going to leave it at that.
Like you got nothing.
I can't.
You can't. You
put me out
couldn't.
of my misery. Just choose this story so that I can give it to you.
All right, I choose this story. I choose this story.
I don't think I like your tone. In Brownstown, Indiana, a Southern Indiana man passed over for a coaching and teaching position, allegedly mailed 4 dead skunks and a dead raccoon to the successful applicant. See? Now here's the headline. Try to make a tease out of this.
Okay.
Man accused of mailing dead animals to school job winner.
Well, I think you could have
bizarre.
said something about man sending dead animals.
No, that's the
Man
whole story.
Oh, is
Don't
that
give away the whole story?
Oh,
Come on,
okay.
you know the art of
Well,
seduction.
So the fact that he mailed the dead animals is not the whole story.
Someone smells the frustration.
Why did he mail? And who did he mail them to? And how did he get the dead animals? I mean, there's a whole lot more to that story.
Travis
It's not the whole
Terrence,
story.
40 of West Baden Springs, was charged Tuesday in Jackson Circuit Court with 2 counts each of stalking, intimidation, and criminal mischief. He was being held without bond. Terrence began harassing the successful applicant because he was chosen over Terrence for a basketball coaching position and 4th grade teaching job at Springs Valley School Corp in French Lick, Indiana. Yes, there is a French Lick, Indiana.
That's where Larry Bird is from.
Say that again?
That's where Larry Bird grew up.
Larry Bird grew up in French Lick?
Yeah, that's where he's from.
Wow. So you got to be pretty talented
Yeah.
coming from French Lick, Indiana. Okay. You know what? That's a basketball tie-in, too.
Yeah,
There's
see?
a reference to the basketball coach. Oh, my gosh. I'm not even going to go into the rest of this because it gets...
I just want to know if he mailed them all at once or were they individual packages. And where does he, the raccoon is kind of a wild card. Did he lead with the raccoon? Did he break up the monotony of the skunks, the raccoon?
Right, Bill, there's like so much more to this
they're all dead.
story.
Well, it gets even weirder because he starts making claims that the successful teacher that got the coaching position was having relations with underage students. And I mean, it's just a whole bunch of slander. And this gets weirder as I read. So let's just say he mailed dead animals.
And that's enough for you. That's like a complete story for you. Eric, there's more. There's so much more.
Should I read the whole story? Do you want to hear the whole story? Do you really want to hear the whole story?
Well, I don't know that I do. I
think trust me on this. Okay.
Trust you. Do you want me to choose it? And then you're like, yeah, you don't want this story. Angel,
much.
choose this.
That's how it happens.
Nope. We don't really want
All
this
right,
story.
you've got 2 other choices. Mom, Dad, I'm suing you, or this stick can kill your computer.
What stick is going to kill my computer?
It's a USB killer. It's commonly available in USB stick form that can fry almost any computer in seconds by rapidly collecting power from the USB power lines and then repeatedly discharging 240 volts, twice the amount normal, into the host device until it dies. It's an actual, it's a USB assassin. It's a computer assassin.
What's it killing?
The computer. You plug it into your computer, it sucks up all the energy and then spits it back out at a voltage that the computer can't handle.
And so why do we want to kill our computers? I mean, why do we have something that...
Well, bad people do these things.
Oh, because of all the incriminating evidence that's on it. So
No. I mean, I guess you could use it for that.
Bad people are wanting to kill your
this
computer.
This great file is on this stick. Here, take this stick and put it in your computer. It looks like a Samsung Galaxy Note 7.
Oh, that would be bad.
That's the sound of flames.
Somebody just for kicks and giggles.
Yeah.
Killing your computer.
Bad.
They have their own issues. Hard drives crash on their own, and you lose data or water spills. I mean, there's already enough issues with it. Let's create something that's going to cause more distress.
This thing actually has a sign on it, though, that says caution, high voltage. Wow, I've never heard of anything like that. That's it. It'll kill your computer. Don't use that stick. All right, and finally, Mom, Dad, I'm suing you. An 18-year-old girl from Austria is taking her parents to court for posting over 500 photos of her on Facebook since 2009 without her permission. Mm-hmm. The unnamed girl from Austria has apparently become fed up with her parents' refusal to take down intimate and embarrassing photos of her dating back to when she was a toddler, and now she seeks justice in a court. She was 11 years old when her parents started sharing photos of her with several hundred Facebook friends of their Facebook friends. So went so far as to post her pictures as a toddler without even asking her if it was all right.
Because she was 11.
They knew no shame and no limit, and now I'm getting mine.
And so is she in court? Is she
She's taking them to court, yeah.
Taking them to court?
Yeah.
That'd be interesting.
All right, we've got to take a quick break. When we come back, more positive business talk. You're listening to Angel and Eric on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM. Michael Bailey Law Office. Hard-working law. Real-world experience. Listen Sundays from 10:30 to 11 a.m. when Michael Bailey discusses how to preserve and pass on your personal legacy. Simple or complex planning. Michael Bailey can help you with answers about your estate planning. Michael Bailey Law. Sundays from 10:30 to 11 a.m. on Denver's Money Talk. KDMT, 1690 AM.
Hey, it's Hugh Hewitt for Tynan's. You've heard me talking about Matt Tynan, my personal friend, for many, many years. Tynan's Volkswagens, Tynan's Nissan and Aurora, both of them run family operated for more than 50 years. Tynan's has a huge inventory of Volkswagens, SUVs, and cars available on the lot listed at all the lowest possible prices. They have a large selection of used vehicles from a variety of manufacturers as well. Mostly they've got integrity. If you knew Matt Tynan, you wouldn't shop anywhere else. If you knew his brothers, you wouldn't shop anywhere else. Stop in for a test drive today. They're located at 700 South Havana Street in Aurora, Colorado, and they're looking forward to working with you. For over 50 years, Tynan's has specialized in financing people with every kind of credit situation. You're a first-time buyer, you got a bankruptcy or a foreclosure, they can help. They're one of the dealerships referred by the Colorado Consumer Bankruptcy Association. Mostly I want you to try Tynan's because I know Matt, and I know you can trust them to get you into the car that you need. Tynan's Volkswagen, Tynan's Nissan Aurora. Go in, tell them Hugh Hewitt sent you. That's Tynan.
How about kicking off September with some fresh, clean carpets? Stop putting off getting your carpets cleaned. You know you want to. And you think it's outrageously expensive? Well, it's not. And it's totally worth the money. Call Zero Res Carpet Cleaning Company to clean your carpets with their patented empowered water technology cleaning process. Your carpets are going to look brand new again, especially if you have kids and pets. You probably have spots and stains everywhere. Empowered water technology is eco-friendly. It's safe for your kids and pets, and they don't clean with harsh soaps, detergents, or toxic chemicals. If your carpet is cleaned with those things, you're only attracting dirt to your carpets. Call now and get the September special. 3 carpeted areas, pre-treated, cleaned, and sanitized with that empowered water for just $124. See, it's affordable. Call them today. 303-471-5150. 303-471-5150. Or go online and book your job at ZeroResDenver.com. Mention you heard the $124 deal on KNUS. Zero Res, the right way to clean. Are you worried about having enough money to retire on your terms? What about taking that anniversary trip you've been dreaming of? If you answered yes, and you're a homeowner who's at least 62 years old, now is the time to call Acclaim Mortgage and learn about your options for a reverse mortgage. Acclaim Mortgage knows there are myths out there about reverse mortgages, and one of them being that the lender becomes the title owner of your home if you take out a reverse mortgage. Well, that's not true. Did you know that you'll still be the title owner of your home if you take out a reverse mortgage? Acclaim Mortgage is here to help answer all of your questions about reverse mortgages. Locally owned for over 20 years with an A-plus Better Business Bureau rating and thorough knowledge of the Denver real estate market, Acclaim Mortgage is your go-to for assistance with reverse mortgages. With home values so high, now is the perfect time to call Acclaim Mortgage. So think beach and call 303-753-9400 or visit acclaimmortgage.com. Again, that's 303-753-9400 or acclaimmortgage.com. Call or visit the website today, 303-753-9400 or acclaimmortgage.com.
Pastor Camp is the one to call. Get your home's heating and cooling system ready for cooler weather. Whether you need maintenance or a new Lennox heating and cooling system, Pastor Camp is the one to call. With over 50 years of experience and a 100% satisfaction guarantee. Take advantage of their special offers on a qualifying Lennox home comfort system, including up to $1,600 in rebates or up to 60 months no interest financing with approved credit. Call Pastor Camp today at 303-777-1234 or visit pastorcamp.com.
This is the Experience Pros Radio Show. Got an opinion or want to ask us a question? Email radio@experiencepros.com or message us on the Experience Pros Facebook page, and we'll interact with you live on the show.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Thank you so very much for taking time out of your day to join us for ours. We do want to interact with you. Go ahead and pick up the phone and call us at 855-FAN-BRAG, 855-326-2724, and tell us who you love doing business with.
Right. I know as a business owner, we're always looking for ways to generate more leads and new leads. And if you're like the author of this article we found on Entrepreneur Magazine, Jonathan Long, he says, I was never a really big fan of LinkedIn for going out and generating leads and introducing. Like for a lot of us, we use Facebook, we might use Pinterest, Instagram, for more fun, engaging interaction,
Sure.
but we're not necessarily using LinkedIn. We have a LinkedIn professional in our Experience Pros network, and she's actually even offering a deal at experienceprosdeals.com to help you navigate and to be able to use LinkedIn as a way to create more connections. And according to this article, he says if you sell products or services to other businesses, you can actually use LinkedIn. He says it's quite the gold mine.
Oh, yeah.
And he's been able to recently, he says, been able to generate a lot of high quality leads using a couple of these tips.
All right, so tip number one, optimize your profile to invite connections. LinkedIn has been extremely spammy of late. You need to optimize your profile so that you stand out and pique interest enough to trigger a connection request.
And he says you don't want to blindly send out connection requests and messages because that strategy doesn't work. So the goal is to optimize your profile in a big way that it invites connection. It's like attraction marketing, right?
Right.
Two things that he says he had found to work really well. First, he writes a non-traditional, what he calls a non-traditional title.
Oh.
He said, if I took the traditional route, like 99.9% of LinkedIn users take, my title line would read founder and CEO, and here's my, here's the name of my company, right? Uh-huh. He says, but you need to stand out. He says, so write a title that grabs the attention of the audience you are trying to attract. For example, he says, I'm currently marketing a 30-day program for realtors designed to help them attract more buyers. So his current title is Realtors, message me if you're willing to invest $2,000 to help you generate 5 to 10 red hot, all caps, red hot new buyer leads monthly. Well, that's interesting. It's almost like a Craigslist ad.
It is kind of like a Craigslist ad.
He's saying
I don't know that something like that.
He's saying that LinkedIn has gotten a bit too spammy recently.
It sounds like spam to me.
And then in his title of what he is, here's this, Craigslist ad, almost like.
He goes on to say this. He says, this immediately piques the interest of realtors that I target on LinkedIn, that they will connect with me and often shoot me a message before I even have a chance to initiate the conversation. I'm throwing shade on this point. I mean, at least in this capacity, that does look like a help wanted ad, or
it kind of does. It totally does.
Classified ad.
So let's continue and see if if any of us really would want to take on any of these activities. He says another thing I noticed that helps me invite more connections is upgrading to the paid LinkedIn account. He says the premium icon helps to build a trust in the sense that you aren't a spammer.
Okay.
Because everything up until now is saying kind of like you are.
All right.
Honestly, I can't remember the last time I received a spammy message, he says, from a premium user. So the $60 monthly fee allows you to view more profiles daily, along with a few other perks, sending in-mail messages every month. So
all right.
I don't know. He's now premium.
View profiles of your ideal potential clients. Now, this is where LinkedIn does excel. I mean, you can see it's a phenomenal search engine, right? and you can find the profiles of the people that you would target as ideal by simply doing an advanced search.
Right, and it is a powerful search engine. So when you know who your target audience is, when you're looking for those ideal potential clients, LinkedIn can narrow it down. If you've ever done a Facebook ad, right, or a Google ad, and it asks you for all of these profile, demographic questions, and you get to narrow it down. Now, here's why this is working for him.
There's a strategy to viewing profiles.
Right, because you know that when you view somebody else's profile,
LinkedIn tells on you.
LinkedIn tells you, hey, Eric Raymer, these are the people that have looked at you. Eric Raymer was one of them.
I'm getting noticed.
Right? So, but he says, here's why, notifies them that their profile has been viewed, and his targeted title, remember his little thing, hey, realtors, if you're interested in.
Yep.
It grabs their attention, and he will often receive a connection request. So he's just looking at his ideal target audience. They see his new profile title name. If you're interested in this, connect with me.
All right.
And so I can see why that's...
Yeah, viewing, I think that's a good strategy for LinkedIn. Whether you have premium or otherwise, whether you have, hey, realtors, do you want to give me $2,000 and I'll give you 10 leads? It's a good thing because LinkedIn does tell the person, if they're participating in LinkedIn, that you visited, and they can make the choice of whether or not they want to connect. The third one, we go back to the shady content again. He says, make a non-promotional first contact. This is where most people go wrong. Never make your first communication a sales pitch. No, you did that in your title.
Your sales pitch was already in the title, right? And he says LinkedIn users are hammered with pitches and glorified advertisements all day long, and that's true. Mostly in our in-mail boxes, right? He says so. You want to stand out, so make your first message a quick introduction, thanking them for the connection request. He says I use my first communication as an invite to connect with me on other social media channels. I still think that's a pitch.
Yeah,
right?
it sounds pitchy. It's get connected to me in 6 places so you won't miss my message of marketing.
Right. Yeah. No, but we're already connected here. I think at this point, this is where you add value.
Yep.
You've already checked out their profile. You know something about them. Send them an article, make an introduction, invite them to something that they might have. Not invite them to follow you.
Right.
To me, that's more pitchy, but actually adding value to them.
Continue the conversation. Think long term. Now, this sounds an awful lot like swinging the pendulum back to build the relationship, right? Start the conversation, continue the conversation. Always take time to answer their questions and provide as much value as possible. Thinking long term, never go straight for the pitch.
Right. He says sometimes we'll exchange multiple messages before I even mention the program that I offer. They know you've got a program. They know it's coming because it was in your title. It's in everything that they see from you.
Right.
In this interaction going back and forth. He says, but when you're able to provide value beforehand, the prospect is going to be more opening to listening to you and considering what you have to offer, simply because you took the time to give before you ask. And that is true.
Sure.
We're all being pitched all day long, right? And we're on the receiving end of sales pushes. And so this gives them a chance to pull in that conversation and continue that with you if they're interested.
And finally, speaking of continuing the conversation, take it offline. At some point, we've had several conversations recently about this, that the sales process, in order to be more effective, typically requires a face-to-face
or at least a phone conversation, right?
That's
so
right.
LinkedIn, great for the initial introduction, for building a level of trust, but it is not where you close the deal.
There it is. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be right back right after the bottom of the hour news. You're listening to Angel and Eric. This is the Experience Pros Radio Show on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 KDMT.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, America's home for positive business talk.
Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no
The Colorado Business Roundtable brings you Connect and Collaborate weekdays from 4 to 5 p.m. here on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 a.m. Hear from key leaders in Colorado's business community, advocating for proactive business policies that strengthen the economy and help business grow and thrive in Colorado, as well as helping to make Colorado the best place to live now and for generations to come. Connect and Collaborate weekdays from 4 to 5 p.m. right here on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 and MoneyTalk1690.com. Statistics show that a burglary occurs on average every 13 seconds in the U.S., and homes without security systems are more than 3 times as likely to be affected. These facts may seem intimidating, but there's a simple answer when it comes to home security: ProSec. ProSec is changing the way Coloradans look at security. ProSec will send a professional to your home, evaluate your needs, and give you an honest assessment of your options. No hidden agendas, fees, or complicated contract terms. Your monthly rate is guaranteed for the entire term of your agreement. And ProSec is proud to be a local Colorado-owned and operated company. Let ProSec take the mystery out of home security. Call 303-835-8100, 303-835-8100, or visit ProSecAlarm.com. That's PROSEC alarm.com. Get a free home security camera system or up to 4 months of free monitoring with new account activation.
So you thought that putting off your hearing test for another year wasn't a big deal. Well, maybe you should think again. I'm Barbara Jenkins, Colorado's first board-certified doctor of audiology. For the last few years, we've known that untreated hearing loss increases your risk of dementia. Now, a study from Johns Hopkins shows that untreated hearing loss actually causes brain shrinkage. Not only does this affect your communication ability, but it also affects your memory as well. It's just one more in a litany of studies that underscores the importance of treating your hearing loss now, not later. For a synopsis of this study, or to have your hearing tested, go to advancedaudiology.com or call us at 303-649-2122. Hearing problems are easy to dismiss, but treating them now can help more than just your ears. That's 303-649-2122. Because at Advanced Audiology, we take your hearing seriously.
Do you need to remodel that outdated kitchen or bathroom? Now's a great time to get started. Our fall specials are going to save you big money on your cabinet and countertop purchases. I'm Ted Spear, co-owner of All About Cabinets and Countertops at 35th and Wadsworth. And I've been telling you how we've saved our customers thousands of dollars on their kitchen and bathroom projects, even over those big box stores. And now I invite you to experience our unique mix of top-of-the-line customer service, quality products, and tremendous value. Through October, we are offering our customers up to $1,500 in free upgrades and incentives off all your cabinet and countertop purchases. Plus, as an additional bonus, we are upgrading all our cabinets to the latest in anti-slam technology for free. We also have a huge selection of granite vanity tops and cabinets in stock, all at incredibly low prices. Let us go to work for you. You can visit our showroom or call us today. 303-456-6400. That's 303-456-6400. Make a difference without the expense with All About Cabinets and Countertops.
When you're ready to buy or sell a home or invest in the Denver real estate market, you need the experts. RE/MAX Masters Millennium in Greenwood Village is the #1 single RE/MAX office based on total sales volume in the U.S. With more than 100 of the most experienced real estate professionals in the country, RE/MAX Masters Millennium provides the most rewarding real estate experience powered by the very latest technology that far transcends the mainstream. Visit their website at coloradomasters.com. That's coloradomasters.com. Or call RE/MAX Masters Millennium at 303-771-9400.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Braggin Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a business revolutionary by sharing a Fan Braggin story of great customer service by using the hashtag FanBrag or calling the Fan Braggin hotline at 855-FAN-BRAG, FANBRAG. Now back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. Thank you so much for taking time out of your morning to join us for ours. It's Friday.
It is Friday, and so for many of us, that is a stress reliever right there.
Yeah.
I think doesn't matter, even if you have to work a little bit on the weekends, there's just something really happy about Fridays. People feel really good about Fridays. And, on Thursday, I actually read something. He says Thursdays are the best day of the work week because it still gives you enough time to finish start a project and finish it. If you love your work, and if you don't like your work, then you only have a few hours left, right to get through. So, but Friday, it's all here. But if that's not quite doing it for you, like we all have different triggers that lead to stress, and as well as we all react differently.
It's true
to stress. According to an article in Inc.com, John Rampton, he says some of us get anxious, others shut down. Most of us get our angry stick on, right?
Our angry stick?
Right. He says these reactions are only a mere drop in the ocean of reactions that people have to stress. Some people who get so worked up over stressful events or feelings can actually make them physically ill. But here's the thing, it doesn't have to be like that.
I'm actually one of the ones that stress will make physically ill.
Well, then it doesn't have to be like that. It doesn't have to. Changing your personal reaction to stress is, it's easy to say, right? But not easy to do. So when you feel like you're going to succumb to stress or you're already there, it's a couple tricks to help you calm yourself down in just a few minutes.
Number one,
moments.
Just smile. Smile. The age-old adage, grin and bear it, has suggested smiling not only an important nonverbal indicator of happiness, but also to promote smiling as a panacea for life's stressful events. Just smile. If you're in traffic and you're stuck and it's not going anywhere, turn to the person and simply just stare them down until they'll feel you. And when they look, you just give all 32.
Oh my goodness. 32, is that how many teeth you have?
Yeah.
I don't think I have that many.
I have 31, actually.
I think I have 27.
Me and the old lady took one of mine.
Here's the thing is you can't feel two emotions at the same time. You can't be angry and happy at the same time. Smiling gives your face and makes, kind of like the words we talk to our brain, right? The smiling gives your body this physical reaction that I'm happier than I feel. And so it will respond accordingly. You can also cause yourself to belly laugh and laugh out loud, and especially in your car when you're sitting in traffic.
Sure.
But in your office, something's got you just all cranked up, right? You can actually belly laugh and change your demeanor and your behavior and your stress level instantly.
Absolutely.
And so the smile goes with it. And this is especially helpful, especially in working when you work with people. Because people,
if you work with people,
people tend to be a lot of times like the cause of your stress is because of how somebody else is responding or reacting or right and behaving. And so sometimes you have that great big smile so that you can just deal with them in a less stressful way.
It's the old preacher's joke. How does it go? I love the ministry. It's just the people I can't stand.
Right. And in many cases, right? Sometimes it's the people. The people just get on your nerves and they just grate and it gets to be too much. And so the smiling and the laughing is truly, don't underestimate it. It seems like, you know what? I don't want to smile and I'm not in the mood to be laughing. I get that. We're trying to get you out of that stressful state of mind. So you can't stay in that stressful state of mind, do these other things and stay there. We're talking about here's how you get out. Here's how you get out immediately and instantly.
Faith Hill has the next suggestion. She says, breathe, just breathe.
There is something very powerful. Again, I think our bodies were designed for so much healing if we would allow it. And so 3 deep breaths. You close your eyes and 3, fully inhale
through the nose,
right, and allow your belly to expand. And then the exhales
out the mouth.
It calms you down. It changes your demeanor. And these are instant. Now you have to want to remove yourself from that stressful situation.
It changes your body chemistry. You know, I mean, it literally puts in oxygen and gives your blood something to talk about again.
Yeah, right? Because how we get so tense, right? We stop breathing. We're shallow breathers and we're panicking. We can get ourselves into an anxiety attack, right? Big, deep breaths.
Okay.
3 of them.
All right.
Here's another one, chewing gum.
Chewing gum.
Chewing gum. It actually relieves anxiety and improves your alertness. If you're in a car where somebody else is driving and you just get a little anxious about somebody else's driving, something about when we're chewing, it gives our brain the mind that we're eating, and eating makes us feel safe.
Okay.
Right? And so it alerts all the safety, I'm calm, I'm safe sensories in your brain, right? And so chewing gum, especially in a stressful situation, in a car with somebody, even in a conversation that you're nervous about having, chewing gum while you're having that conversation, it actually reduces your stress by 16% if it's just mild and 12% in moderate stressful situations, which is like in the car.
All right.
Right?
The fourth one is a little interesting. You wouldn't expect it. Change your passwords. You want to reduce stress? Change your passwords. And you can actually be very strategic with this. For instance, one gentleman changed his password to forgive at her to help him get over his anger following a divorce. Or how about maybe I love my work, or I like my mother-in-law. You get the idea.
We talked about this years ago when this was a big thing about changing your passwords and the security of your passwords. But here was a gentleman who did this 30-day experiment, right, where he's in a position where he has to type in his password regularly throughout his day, multiple times. And so you can use this even with your smartphone if you're putting in your password. A lot of times we just do the little zigzag or the little, the little finger
Squiggly,
zigzag thing, right? But here's the thing. If you've got a password and you're thinking about, one, we want safer passwords. We should all be changing our passwords on a regular basis, but change your passwords to actually be a mantra of something that you're working towards. And in this case, his was forgive her. He had all this anger towards his ex-wife that he just knew he was holding on to, and he wasn't going to move ahead in life without releasing that.
Right.
So he changed this password. So every time he typed it, he thought about, I want to forgive her. I want to move on. And just in typing in his password every day. And in this one, I love my work. Like if you're just struggling with, your purpose in life and what you want to do, change your password. So you're typing in that mantra every single day. Like I have one that we're the best show, whatever a deal is that you're running, or, losing weight or stopping smoking, or, making healthier choices, do something fun. Make that your password. Make that your password. A couple other tips if you are having you just need to change your stress zone immediately. You just have a couple of minutes. You need to get out of that space. Maybe you're going into a challenging conversation, or you were in a challenging conversation and you need to get out of it because maybe you're walking into your home life, right? Walking in at home. We don't want to carry all that baggage, right? Or maybe we were just stuck in traffic and we were running late for work, and we don't want to carry all that into our whole day at work. So, while we're in the car, before we go into the office and then, continue this pattern, meditate for a few minutes, or even doing some simple stretching exercises, right? Obviously easier to stretch in a bathroom stall or the elevator than in your car, right? Or in the stairwell. Take a couple steps up the stairwell instead of taking the elevator.
There you go. How about this? Give someone a hug or a kiss. You want that squirt of happy juice? You were talking about the oxytocin.
Dopamine.
Yeah, dopamine. A hormone that can lead to relaxation, trust, and compassion. Kissing, on the other hand, helps the brain release those endorphins. Go get it. Relieve stress by creating a sense of connectedness.
Right. So hugging is obviously very good. I don't know if I'm in the mood for kissing, but again, right? This is going to help you get out of that stressful situation instantly. So, walk in. Now, probably can't do this at work.
Susie, pucker up.
You probably can't do this at work.
Incoming.
But as soon as you get home, right? And those who have pets, this. Like there is somebody wagging his tail, so excited to see you, and you're petting him and you're hugging and you're loving on him. Like we could do that with our kids and our spouses, and maybe not pat them on the head.
I don't have any of those.
But find somebody to just grab and give them a bear hug, right? And you just, when you've been bear hugged, like it just releases. It just releases. Like what what you need, like at that very moment.
Well, there you go. That's there's a bunch of others, but pet an animal, listen to music, buy a houseplant. Houseplant. We'll be back with more positive business talk right after these messages. Thanks for tuning into the Experience Pros radio show right here on Denver's Money Talk 1690 KDMT.
America's home for positive business talk. You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show. Contact them on the web at experiencepros.com.
Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
You're a successful principal business owner. Are you demanding the same standards from your employee health benefit plan? Then look to ADX, a healthcare service utilizing only the best physicians and providers. ADX decreases your company's healthcare costs through medical excellence, reduced time to diagnosis and treatment, and improved outcomes, not by restricting care. ADX, better for your employees and your business. You'll improve the quality of care and reduce healthcare costs. Learn more. Watch a short video at betterhealthcarelowercost.com.
Stock markets go up and go down. Hi, I'm Linda Gardner, host of Your Money, Your Retirement, Saturday morning at 10 on Denver's Money Talk. Are you worried about the markets? How will you protect your assets? With recent stock market volatility, where should your money be now? Call me today and schedule a complimentary stress test of your portfolio. Call 720-488-8604. That's 720-488-8604. Or go to yourmoneyyourretirement.com. That's yourmoneyyourretirement.com.
It's a difficult decision. When you finally decide to have your hearing tested, where do you go for professional care? Tens of thousands are spent every week on ads trying to convince you to come in for a free hearing test or a sale that's this week only. For professional care, I suggest you take a different approach. I'm Dr. Barbara Jenkins, owner of Advanced Audiology. I have 25 years of hospital and clinical experience treating both hearing loss and tinnitus. My first suggestion? Ask your physician who they would go to, not just who's on their list. Who do they trust? Second, go online and search Doctor of Audiology and then type in your area. You don't want an evaluation performed by a technician or hearing aid salesperson. Your hearing is a serious concern, so you should treat it as such. For more information, go to advancedaudiology.com or call 303-649-2122. Because at Advanced Audiology, we take your hearing seriously.
Did you know that you can get not only Oreck vacuums at the Oreck Clean Home Center locations, but also Miele and Sebo vacuums? Both Oreck Clean Home Centers are authorized sales and service for both Miele and Sebo vacuums. Ready for a vacuum you'll love? One that makes short work of a spotless house? Then get your next Miele, Sebo, or Oreck from the Oreck Clean Home Centers at their Aurora and Littleton locations. Simply Google Anderson's Vacuum Littleton or Anderson's Vacuum Aurora.
Hi, this is Clyde with Windows America. Help us celebrate our 15th year helping Denver homeowners improve their homes. A-plus rating with the BBB, award-winning contractor with Angie's List. There has never been a better time to buy windows. The technology of glass and windows has come so far. Right now, we're giving away a free dinner for two with every qualifying estimate. Call us at 1-877-WINDOWS for your free estimate, or go to our website, windowsam.com. 1-877-WINDOWS, or go to our website, windowsam.com.
What's for dinner?
You're exhausted after a long day at work and a heck of a commute. The last thing you want to do is cook a meal. You need Chef Curry's Cuisine. Chef Curry's Cuisine can make family dinner fun again by preparing home-cooked meals by a local Denver chef. Chef Curry will do the shopping, cook 2 weeks of Monday through Friday dinners, provide the packaging and cleanup too. All of Chef Curry's meals are made with the freshest ingredients, and you get to choose them from a large variety of proteins and sides. So, next time you hear,
"What's for dinner?"
you can say, Chef Curry's Cuisine. No more hassles, just healthy, fresh meals for you to enjoy. Visit chefcurryscuisine.com and get details on weekly menus, along with brand new catering options for your private parties or office functions. Or call 720-404-2798. That's 720-404-2798. Go on, add some spice to your meals. Start with Chef Curry's Cuisine.
Can you hear your garage door shake, rattle, and roll throughout your home every single time it goes up or goes down? Hi, this is Dave Logan. I talked to Don at Don's Garage Door about this problem, and they have new garage door systems that are really quiet. Now, I've used Don's Garage Doors in my house, found them to be knowledgeable and fairly priced. They're great. You should call them at 303-794-0604, 303-794-0604, or check out donsgaragedoors.com. Hi, this is Dave Logan for Don's Garage Doors. You know, putting in a new garage door not only increases the curb appeal of your home, but it also makes it easier to sell. I was talking to Don the other day, and he told me it's the best investment, dollar for dollar, that you can make in your home. All I know is that I've had Don's Garage Door out to my home, and I trust him. Great work at a great price. Call Don's Garage Door today at 303-794-0604, or you can check him out at donsgaragedoors.com.
Revolutionizing the way people treat people in business. The Experience Pros, America's home for positive business talk.
It is America's home for positive business talk. Angel Tussey, Eric Raymer here, helping you get your business right. And one of the ways that we do that is it's not just an entertainment show. It's not just a boring old business program. It's a program where we intend to inspire and educate and help people grow their business from the heart out.
Oh, I like the way that sounds. And at the heart of it, we are people, all living, breathing. We have hopes, we have dreams, we have families, we have legacies we just want to make a difference.
Right.
And so we're all pursuing our path in a different way, but all of us at the core of who we are all want to make a positive difference. And when we talk about fan bragging, here's a way you can make a positive difference in somebody else's world, because so often it's so much more socially acceptable to complain about anything, right? About your day, about people, about life, about your job, about money. I mean, that is just so socially acceptable. And when you have the opposite and you put yourself in a culture where, okay, we're going to focus on the positive, we're going to look for the good in people instead of what's wrong, because there's something wrong with all of us.
Of course.
Right? None of us are getting out of here perfect. Right? We're all quirky in our own way. But when you look for the good and the kindness and the servant heart in people, you will find it.
That's right.
It actually shows up in a much bigger way. You know, think about, has anybody ever paid it forward for you, like in the coffee line?
Yeah.
Right? How does that make you feel about that person in front of you?
Amazing. And it triggers a chain reaction where I want to do it for the guy behind me.
You didn't know that person.
Nope.
You've never met that person. You didn't have a connection with that person. I was watching, there's a program on Netflix about Tony Robbins.
Okay.
And it kind of goes into the backside of one of his events. But there's a scene in one of his events where here is a man that just was vulnerable about some issues that he's dealing with. And the people around him, how they embraced him and lifted him up. And I mean, physically, they all ended up lifting him up and carrying him. And I'm crying at this scene because 2 seconds ago, they didn't give this man a second glance. Like these were complete strangers. But here was something that brought them together in a way that I get you, man. I get it. I connect with you, and you are not alone. And I think when we start looking at people and recognizing, we could all use a pat on the shoulder, a compliment, somebody open the door, somebody notice me, somebody pay attention to me.
Right.
And fan bragging is at the root, at the heart, at the center of all of that in a really simple way of just bragging about good customer service,
right,
which is something we all encounter every single day. A few years ago, we had a gal named Brooke, and she used to fan brag on a regular basis.
Yep.
And she says, here's what I started noticing. That the more I fan bragged, the more I started looking for good customer service, and she was intentional about it. The more I started looking for it, the more I saw it show up everywhere.
That's right.
And it's like buying that white car, right?
That's right. You buy the white car and you never see it out there, but you were attracted to it because it's so unique. It's so amazing. You get on the highway and all you see are white cars in that style.
Right. I have a new car I got about a month ago, and I see them everywhere. I would have never noticed them before, but we have a gentleman within our network, and the Experience Pros Network is crazy. an incredible book.
We'll start that over. It's crazy incredible.
An incredible group of amazing people.
There it is.
And there's my crazy, right? Incredible group of amazing business professionals who have come together really because we want to grow our business, right? I need more visibility. I need more customers. I need more referrals. I need business training. Like, this is what I need. So this is why they come into the group. But why they stay is because of the connections and the community and the relationships that are built. And so Dennis, who's one of our members, very involved in the network, very involved in giving back, and great referral partner, good fan bragger, has received over 200.
He's got 245 now, I think. 245
positive reviews on his directory listing. You got to go check it out at experiencepros.com. Click on the directory and read and just see the overflowing of gratitude that is there. But he was on vacation. And he says, so here's an amazing vacation story. He posted this on his Facebook wall. Vicki and I are in Branson, Missouri this week. Yesterday, we went to Silver Dollar City, an amusement park north of Branson. As we were walking toward the ticket counter, an older gentleman, he says probably an octogenarian.
That's 80 years old.
When do we start using the word genarian to describe how old people are?
Right after the word sex.
Sextogenarian?
Correct.
So 70s?
No,
or is that 60s?
It's the 60s.
In the 60s?
Yeah.
So once you hit 60s, you now are a genarian of some sort?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, this gentleman was probably in his 80s. He came up to us and asked if we had purchased our tickets yet. We told him no. And he says, well, I have season passes, and with it, I get 2 extra tickets. Would you like them for free?
Wow.
And of course, the tickets are $66 each. And of course, the first thing Dennis thought was,
what's going on?
Yeah, what does he want?
Yeah.
Like, what does he want in exchange for it? Because don't we always think, you don't get something for nothing? But he wanted nothing more than to be generous.
A blessing.
Right? Yes, there are many generous people in this world, but we don't hear about them as often as we should. Because how often, somebody opened their door, or they held the door for you and helped you carry your packages and, went and checked on it. We heard a story recently of a gentleman was looking for an item in a Walmart store, and he went into one Walmart, and the interaction he had with the clerk was pretty negative. He ended up going to another Walmart store, and the complete opposite, just because of how somebody was treating people. He says, yes, there are many generous people in the world, but we don't hear about them as often as we should.
Mm-hmm.
He says, be assured I will pass this kindness forward at the appropriate moment. But here's the thing. Here's like the kicker to this whole story. The very next day, at a totally different location in Branson, he ran into the same gentleman again.
Not just at the amusement park, but now some other location. Yeah.
Right? He said we sat and talked for several minutes. I found out he lived in the same small hometown that in Illinois that Dennis, had grew up in.
Wow.
He went to a college next door to the grade school he had attended. Do you believe in coincidence?
Wow.
I don't.
No,
right?
It's got to be some kind of appointment.
Yeah. And so he says there is a reason that our paths crossed twice. I don't know what it is yet, but I'm sure someday I will find out. Do you have goosebumps yet?
Yeah.
There are people in our paths, people in our world that we seemingly dismiss as just completely random. It is not random.
That's right.
It is not random. So take the time to fan brag. Fan brag now. Fan brag every day. 855-326-2724.
All right, we're going to take a quick break, get the top of the hour news, bring on a whole bunch of stations from around the country. So don't go anywhere. We've got lots more positive business talk just ahead. You're listening to Angel and Eric. This is the Experience Pros Radio Network right here on Denver's Money Talk 1690 KDMT. Man, we love having you as a listener.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business. This is the Experience Pros Radio Show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact the Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or contact them on the web at experiencepros.com or on Facebook and Twitter at Experience Pros. If your customers love you, we want to know you. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
KDMT Arvada Denver, serving Denver's financial community. And
hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than Experience.
business never takes a break. Neither do we. So take Denver's Money Talk 1690 AM with you with our brand new mobile app. Stay up to the minute with breaking news, market strategies, current trends, and more wherever you are. With live streaming, listen to your favorite Money Talk shows whenever you want, on demand. It's like a personal advisor in your pocket. Do something today that your future self will thank you for. Download the brand new Money Talk app on iTunes or the Google Play Store, or at moneytalk1690.com. If you're like most Americans, you might be finding that money is a little tight right now. Do you know that it doesn't have to be this way? If you are 62 years or older and you own your own home, you might be sitting on a permanent income stream. There are many myths out there about reverse mortgages, but the truth is that a reverse mortgage is a safe and powerful way to fund your retirement. You can continue to own your home and live in it just as long as you want to, but the income stream will last just as long. Get the facts. Talk to an expert today. Call Dan Gordon at Acclaim Mortgage. Dan has been in the mortgage business for over 30 years, and he's a member in good standing with the Better Business Bureau. Find out how a reverse mortgage can provide you with the financial comfort and security you desire. Call Dan Gordon today at 303-753-9400. Again, that's 303-753-9400. Or for more information, visit acclaimmortgage.com. Once again, call 303-753-9400 or visit acclaimmortgage.com.
You keep wondering about refinancing options. You know rates are low, but don't know how to to go about getting the best rate and best type of loan for your situation. What do you even need to get started? Wonder no more. Go to CherylAnswers.com. Cheryl of ALMC Mortgage has put together a checklist of what you need to know and frequently asked questions when it comes to your mortgage. Get answers. Go to CherylAnswers.com. CherylAnswers.com.
LMB number 100020432. NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
As a father of 4 children, I realized it was time for me to make a change in my struggles with alcoholism. It wasn't the first time that I had come to this realization, but I was at the end of my rope. I heard an advertisement on the radio for this treatment program called Go Sober and thought it sounded too good to be true. I was honestly pretty reluctant to go through with the treatments because I had tried several other methods of quitting in the past that were unsuccessful. The people affiliated with Go Sober are very generous and compassionate. They put in countless hours and selflessly work very hard to ensure your success in the program. They were very accommodating to my schedule and my time. The end result of this 8-week program is that I am no longer a slave to alcohol. The chains have been broken, and I haven't felt this free for as long as I can remember. The simple things in life that used to make me happy actually bring me joy again. I am so grateful for the Go Sober program and the people that help run it.
Reset your life. Call Go Sober 303-827-4837 or visit gosober.org.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, the most positive business talk show in America. Best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business and founders of the Extreme Customer Service Directory, Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, are inspiring you to get your business right. They know the customer experience isn't just another thing, it's the only thing. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Hello and welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Thank you so much for taking your time out of your day to join us for ours. We are here to remind you that small business is big business. Your business is our business. Stock market's about to open in about an hour and 20 minutes. And, your typical ups, downs, Friday kind of stuff. Asian markets will be mixed. You know how all that works.
Yes, it always, it doesn't matter what day of week it is.
No. On this day, we reflect on the fact that, the naysayers said that Apple was doomed and this Apple iPhone 7 would never, it was just a throwaway upgrade. It's not really a big upgrade. Just they put a camera, they put 2 cameras in the big one. No big deal, right? Well, stock is continuing to surge 4 days in a row. And today's the day we get to buy it. Unless you want the shiny black one and you didn't pre-order.
Oh, but if you ordered it, if you pre-ordered it.
So many people ordered the shiny black one that it is completely sold out. So
now,
if you go to the store.
What's so special about the shiny black one?
Oh, it's shiny black. It's like patent leather shoes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's fancy.
It is. All right.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I haven't noticed that. All right.
Super sexy. They did away with the metal band around the thing for the antenna. It's just a different look to the iPhone. The other phone company, you know them, Samsung.
Oh yes. I'm like, who are we talking about?
They're putting out fires. Seriously.
That's good because their phone was lighting on fire. Hopefully nobody still has one.
Galaxy Note. Actually, more than 750,000 people still have one. Really? And so the government has decided to step in and said, hey, you know what? Samsung did a recall. The problem with Samsung's recall is that they decided to go without the blessing and benefit of a consumer protection agency. They just said, oh, we're calling them back. And about 110,000 people have turned in their iPhone or their Samsung Galaxy Note 7s. They've sold over 1.2 million of them. And so there's a whole lot of those out there still, and they're catching fire and they're spontaneously combusting and bad things are happening. So the U.S. government has stepped in now and said, this is mandatory. You must turn in these phones. It's just not safe for anybody. In other news, Samsung will resume sales of its Galaxy Note 7 smartphone in South Korea later this month.
Oh, goodness.
I can't make this up.
Oh, goodness.
The world's largest smartphone maker halted global rollout of its new phone on September 2nd after reports of the device catching on fire.
So
Since then,
send it to the another.
Samsung has been scrambling to recall and replace 2.5 million Note 7s. It's already sold. I was wrong on the numbers, 2.5 million. Sales will resume in its home market of Korea, South Korea, when conditions allow, said the company spokesman, and that would be later this month, they're hoping. The 7's battery problem affected 0.1% of the phones sold worldwide since August. Excuse me. 0.1% that we know of, and 0.1% exploding, melting cars, burning down apartments.
Yeah, we're not talking
problem.
a little campfire. You roasted marshmallows over your phone.
Do not downplay this, Samsung. The only appropriate position is one of humility and apology and fixing it. And don't even talk about launching it again until you figure this out. Now other models of the Samsung phones are in question as well with their batteries.
You think?
Yeah. We're not out of the woods, Samsung, not by a long shot. All right, that's the news you need to know for the stock open. Here's the news you really want. It's time for You Choose the News, a game show at the top of the hour where we've already chosen the news. The news is questionable. The choice is binding. Angel's going to decide which order we should select these stories.
Yeah, unless Eric pre-selects my order.
No. Okay, come on now. It's just once.
Just once.
It was just once.
Just once. All right.
All right. Google Street View cares about your privacy.
Oh. Do we have to put tape over our camera like the FBI guy does?
You have to choose the news in order to find out what the story's about.
Okay.
Number 2 is your stockbroker is seeking advice in questionable places.
The internet.
You have to choose
Magic 8 Ball.
News before we tell the story. And finally, McDonald's in France is bringing all new meaning to McCafe.
Oh, let's hear that.
Okie dokie. McDonald's is testing a concept store in France that sounds like a total identity crisis. Have you ever had McDonald's in France?
Yes.
You have?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What did you have?
I had a milkshake and fries.
A milkshake and fries.
Mm-hmm.
Those don't exist.
Yeah, a milkshake in France, not what you think.
No, they use that clotted milk.
Yeah, no ice cream.
No.
No ice cream in their milkshakes.
It's clotted milk.
It wasn't ice cream, which was what I was expecting. You could drink it through a straw.
Okay. McDonald's.
And it even said extra thick. Mm-mm.
Well, it is. It is extra thick. It's clotted milk.
All right. Sorry. Go ahead.
McDonald's testing a new concept store in France. It sounds like a total identity crisis. A brand new McCafe that has materialized in Paris that serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner, yet offers no hamburgers whatsoever. What? No hamburgers. In fact, Le Figaro reports that inside, nothing indicates that this restaurant belongs to the American chain. There are no fries. There are no nuggets. There are absolutely no Royales, which is France's famed take on the quarter pounder. What is on offer sounds like the items at the cafes you'd find walking down any Parisian street. Coffee, tea, soups, macarons, and sandwiches.
But they're calling it McDonald's, and it has the golden arches and all of that.
The store's exterior is emblazoned with phrases like coffee time and great club sandwiches, while interior photos show a glass case with salmon or pastrami on toasted bagels, none of which probably look remotely McDonald's-y to even the most French citizens. This isn't the first time McDo has tried to abandon the very thing that first made it famous. In 2010, McDonald's actually tested a different version of McCafe with a menu heavily focused on a do-it-yourself salad bar. That proved too big a gamble, and the location shuttered, closed after a year. This time, the company reps are staying cagey, claiming it's too early to know if burgerless experiment will catch on. McDonald's, no burgers, no fries, no shakes, no ice cream.
But it's a McDonald's. It's not just somebody who bought the shell.
I know. I asked Bill, the producer. I said, are you sure this isn't like Taco Bell, who did a great campaign with "I'm Ronald McDonald" and so am I, and so am I, and so am I. This has all the makings of a restaurant called McDonald's, owned by somebody other than.
Yeah, that's just what I'm thinking. Well, because you don't have the copyrights and the patents and all of that. iPhone struggles with that in China, right? Anybody can use the phrase iPhone, and it doesn't even have to be a phone.
Nope.
And so I'm thinking maybe it's not even a McDonald's chain, but it really is a McDonald's chain.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So your stockbroker's getting tips from.
I want to know,
is
it the Magic 8 Ball?
It's better than the Magic 8 Ball. This is the Magic 8 Ball that keeps on giving. The chairman of a failed Sydney stockbroking firm, by the way, the failed is a keyword. The firm is called BBY, took advice from a self-proclaimed psychic when preparing budget estimates and cash flow forecasts. Your psychic has been seeking, or your stockbroker's been seeking a psychic for your investments.
And they failed. They closed, right? That didn't work out?
Not so much.
Oh, darn it.
She was told that there would be $5 million coming in. No reason why, where, or when, but it's coming.
And bad.
Do you feel lucky?
Huh.
Punk? Well, do you? All right. And finally, Google cares about your privacy.
Oh, they do. Mm-hmm. They want me to put tape over my camera, don't they?
It's not you that they really care about. It's the bovines. Cambridge, Massachusetts, Google Maps privacy technology has decided to blur the face of a cow in Cambridge, England. The Google Street View's face blurring technology typically blurs license plates and human faces, but it was an editor for The Guardian that recently discovered it also respects the privacy of cows.
How sweet is that?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if it would respect the privacy of llamas.
Llamas?
Yeah, we have some llamas on the lamb.
Llamas on the lamb?
Llamas on the lamb.
We got to come back and talk about that right after these messages. You're listening to Angel and Eric. This is the most positive business talk show in America. There are llamas on the lamb. That sounds kinky.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, America's home for positive business talk.
Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM. How about kicking off September with some fresh, clean carpets? Stop putting off getting your carpets cleaned. You know you want to. And you think it's outrageously expensive? Well, it's not. And it's totally worth the money. Call Zero Res Carpet Cleaning Company to clean your carpets with their patented empowered water technology cleaning process. Your carpets are going to look brand new again, especially if you have kids and pets. You probably have spots and stains everywhere. Empowered water technology is eco-friendly. It's safe for your kids and pets, and they don't clean with harsh soaps, detergents, or toxic chemicals. If your carpet is clean with those things, you're only attracting dirt to your carpets. Call now and get the September special. 3 carpeted areas, pre-treated, cleaned, and sanitized with that empowered water for just $124. See, it's affordable. Call them today. 303-471-5150. 303-471-5150. Or go online and book your job at ZeroResDenver.com. Mention you heard the $124 deal on KNUS. Zero Res, the right way to clean. Are you interested in being your own boss but don't know where to start? Made Right has a home-based business franchise opportunity that will allow you to start building a better life for you and your family. With Made Right, you'll go into business for yourself, not by yourself. And they'll provide a startup package, guaranteed clients, initial equipment, training, and constant support. Take that first step towards starting your new life and call 303-898-0595 today. Again, that's 303-898-0595. 303-898-0595.
Hi, this is Krista Kafer for Golden Spike Roofing. I went over to Golden Spike Roofing's beautiful showroom, and their team of experts showed me how they provide a better quality roof for your money than anyone else in Denver. If your roof is impacted by hail or other severe weather, moisture may begin to silently damage your home. That's why it's so important to have your roof periodically checked by an expert. The experts at Golden Spike will come and inspect your roof anytime for free. And when you're ready to repair or put on a new roof, President Spike McCarthy will personally visit your new roofing job to make sure it meets his ultra-high standards. Don't take a chance with a potentially damaged roof or an inexperienced roofer. Schedule a free roof inspection from Golden Spike Roofing today, and their promise to you is roofing done right to the last nail. You know how the song goes.
Call Golden Spike Roofing when your roof needs a fix. 303-942-1386. Golden Spike Roofing.
My name is Mick. I was a drinker all my life. When I retired, my drinking became a daily habit. It even affected my health. My brother was having severe health issues because of alcohol, and it really scared me into action. When I heard Go Sober on the radio and their program of outpatient treatment, I knew it was tailor-made for me because I'm the sole caregiver for my wife. My experience at Go Sober changed my life immediately. The trainers and counselors were really great people. There was always someone to reach out to for support or guidance. The best part is the medical infusions eliminated the alcohol cravings. Now with my life restarted, I'm not just happier, I have a sense of joy because my spirit is eager to express my happiness. Call Go Sober. They could be the restart for your life too.
Reset your life. Call Go Sober 303-827-4837 or visit gosober.org. Inglewood, Colorado, 1947. Mr. Anderson opens a small shop and repairs vacuums. He knows the ins and outs of all 7 brands popular at the time. Inglewood, Colorado, now. Anderson's Vacuums still exists, still serving what they sell, including brands like Miele, Sebo, Auric, Dyson, Shark, and more. Try them, test them, find your favorite. Anderson's Vacuum has grown to become one of the largest dealers in sales and service. The knowledge and experience is unmatched. Visit a legend, Anderson's Vacuum, in Inglewood at andersonsvacuum.com.
This is the Experience Pros Radio Show. Got an opinion or want to ask us a question? Email radio@experiencepros.com or message us on the Experience Pros Facebook page, and we'll interact with you live on the show.
Man, we love interacting with you live on the show. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day. Angel Tussey, Eric Kramer here, helping you get your business right. What's this you say? There are llamas on the lamb?
There are llamas on the lamb.
There they go. We must hide. Is that Farmer Brown? Run. I know. Hang out with these alpaca. No one will notice.
This was an actual headline that I read, and I was shocked that Eric didn't find it and find it first.
The internet is a big place, but I couldn't let it go. You've got to tell the story.
Well,
llamas on the lamb.
There are llamas on the lamb.
Now we're talking about LAM, which means they're running from the officials, right?
Yeah.
Versus llamas and lambs hooking up.
No. Llamas aren't on lambs.
Okay, I didn't know, but
No.
Don't look at me like that's never happened.
They're on the run. They're on the run.
You've never heard of interspecial
llamas? These llamas are not on lambs.
Okay.
There's 2-pack llamas. They've actually been stranded for the month in the southwestern Colorado wilderness.
They're here?
Yeah, they're here.
Let's go find them, Thelma.
Oh, we should. We've got Thelma, the car Thelma, right?
Yeah.
The llama's names are Dawson and Chai.
Dawson and Chai.
And they were with 2 women who had become lost for 2 cold nights northeast of the Vallecito Reservoir.
Okay.
And the women were rescued by helicopter, but
they left the llamas behind.
They had to leave the llamas behind. But they're trying to find the llamas, and there have been several sightings of the llamas, according to the Durango Herald. But the animals have eluded capture. They are on the lam. 2 of them.
There they go.
Apparently they can survive on bark, pine needles, and vegetation.
You know what one llama said to the other one? Says, want to go on a picnic? Alpaca lunch. Alpaca lunch.
Alpaca lunch.
I killed that.
Alpaca.
Alpaca lunch.
What's the difference between a llama and an alpaca?
The curls of their hair, their locks.
Mm-hmm.
And
I once went to Westcliff.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to Westcliff, Colorado?
I have not, but I know people who have gone there.
I had never heard of Westcliff, Colorado until going to Westcliff.
Yeah.
And then after that, discovering like all these people go there and know there. There's the Cowboy Church is in Westcliff, and have some friends who actually have a house down there. I'd never heard of it. And then all of a sudden everybody was talking about it. Anyways, in order to get good cell service in Westcliff, Colorado, you have to go to the llama farm.
Oh.
There's no good cell service.
Really?
In Westcliff, except for at the entrance to the llama farm. So for any one of us I was down for a family reunion.
Yeah.
And there were like 25 of us in this, staying in this great big house on the reservoir on the lake there. It was really fun. But if you wanted to use your phone, you had to drive up to or walk over to the llama farm.
I see.
And we were trying to decide if they were alpacas or llamas, but I think it was determined they were llamas.
They were llamas? Mm-hmm. All right. Well, we should probably move on, but first, llama take a selfie.
Llama take a selfie. So have you ever been on an airplane?
Yes.
And notice that the flight attendants hold their hands behind their back. Have you ever noticed that the flight attendants keep their hands behind their back?
I guess I never noticed.
You never noticed?
Why is that?
Right?
Why would they do that?
According to answers.com, it doesn't matter what airline you go to, whether you go internationally, here in the United States, any of the different airlines, you will see the flight attendants with their hands
behind their back.
In fact, they are so used to standing with their hand behind their back that you'll even see them standing with their hand behind their back, even when they're not necessarily on the airplane. It's just kind of this, almost this
why
routine.
What's the story behind the story?
Right? You want to know what you think.
I know a sales guy who's got his hand behind his back and.
Well, you think it's, to just show the professionalism, right? We've got this, put you at ease, and that you've got a professional at the helm,
right,
taking care of it.
Posture position.
Yeah, so good, and so that they've been trained to stand like this during training, or you might actually think that it might just be. Not to be intrusive into anybody else's space, right? Because it's very tight quarters in the airplane, and so you don't want to offend anybody by grabbing their hands. I mean, there's some germaphobes and stuff on the plane and stuff, and so you think it's they're being very respectful of the personal space of all the passengers.
Not so much.
The reason they stand with their hand behind their back, is because they have a little tally counter, and they're counting.
They're counting us.
They're counting
without
you.
Doing 1, 2,
right, or even like right in front of you, like to show you. It's just they're just doing the little click of the tally to count, and they also do it again after passengers disembark.
Interesting.
So they're doing it as you get on the plane. Click, click.
Yes.
Click. They also when you get off the plane, so that there's nobody lost. No passenger left behind in the bathroom, right?
Right.
So it is. Yeah, they are counting for safety measures, but not wanting to be, really super obvious about it.
All right.
Yeah.
Very cool. So
you feel better now that we've got it all cleared up?
Absolutely. The next time you go on an adventure, I'll pack my bags.
Now, on another note, there's a strategic reason why the airline stewardesses are placed throughout the plane while you're boarding.
Oh, what is that?
It's actually a security measure. You'll find them at the beginning of the plane, in the middle of the plane, and then also at the end.
Yeah.
And their idea is what they do is they're actually surveying the passengers to figure out who may or may not be problems. And then before they take off, they all get together and say, okay, did you see this? I saw this person. They compare notes.
Yeah, 16F.
Yep,
right?
Exactly.
I just thought they were making sure we put our bags above.
No, they're all scouting you.
I actually feel the scout when I get on the plane. I'm aware that the front people do that, but I was not aware that the other girls and ladies and gentlemen were doing that.
You feel scouted?
Well, absolutely.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Look at me. I am a very large man who they want to look in my eyes and see my teeth and discover whether or not I'm going to be unruly.
Have you ever been unruly on an airplane?
Heck no. I am a gentleman.
Okay, I'm just maybe you just have a little guilt from that one time. That one time when, do you remember that time?
One time?
Mm-hmm.
No,
there wasn't that one time.
Do you speak Spanish?
Un poquito.
Oh, alpacas do.
They do.
Uh-huh. They say, como se llama?
Como se llama?
I'll be here all day, folks. All day.
Oh my goodness. So yesterday, Bill and I were talking about, I brought up an article that had some of the strangest inventions of products. Do you have a container that carries your kiwi?
No.
How about a banana slicer?
Why would you want your banana sliced? Say no to that action every time.
Say no to that. Yeah. I forgot I was going to post this article on Bill's wall, so I'm doing it now for you, Bill. Go ahead and post it on Bill's wall.
No problema. And we'll be back after these messages. Thanks for tuning into the Experience Pros Radio Show.
America's home for positive business talk. You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Contact them on the web at experiencepros.com.
Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no
The Colorado Business Roundtable brings you Connect and Collaborate weekdays from 4 to 5 p.m. here on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 a.m. Hear from key leaders in Colorado's business community, advocating for proactive business policies that strengthen the economy and help business grow and thrive in Colorado, as well as helping to make Colorado the best place to live now and for generations to come. Connect and Collaborate weekdays from 4 to 5 p.m. right here on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 and MoneyTalk1690.com.
If you're over the age of 50 and considering buying an annuity in the next 60 days, I have some urgent news for you. Don't buy an annuity until you understand the pros and cons of annuities. A free book to help you maximize your retirement income from PBS host and three-time author Josh Melberg has been released. This book reveals little-known truths about annuity strategies in simple-to-understand terms. Grab a pen right now because we're about to offer you this free book that unlocks the 5 little-known secrets we believe baby boomers and seniors should know before buying an annuity. Call 800-422-3838 now to get your personalized copy rushed to you today. Do you want to avoid mistakes baby boomers and seniors can make when they buy annuities? Those mistakes now could be costly later to you and your family. Call 800-422-3838. That's 800-422-3838. Employees of J.D. Melberg Financial have the appropriate licenses for the products they offer.
How many times have we quit drinking only to start again after a few days, maybe even the same day? I'm Greg Hoffman, founder of Go Sober. There's a reason we can't stay quit for long. When we drink alcohol frequently, over time it dampens the reward response. Then, when we quit, we can't produce enough rewards, so we go into a deficit and our brain starts cueing us to replenish. Alcohol does this instantly, so most of us resume drinking. The key is, how do we restore the dopamine response so we get what we need naturally once again? At Go Sober, we not only restore the dopamine response, we also stack the deck in your favor to produce these rewards naturally like we used to before alcohol. Call us today to find out how this works. Our goal for you is indifference towards alcohol and happiness starting today. Call us at 303-827-4837 or find us at gosober.org.
Reset your life. Call Go Sober, 303-827-4837 or visit gosober.org.
If you have a rental property, you need to listen to this message. Recent changes in the fair housing rules may greatly impact your property and how you rent. It used to be that a landlord could say no felonies on the application, but the rules have changed. To get more information on these recent changes, contact Legacy Properties PM. You've invested time, energy, and money into your property, and without professional management, you may be stuck with stress and aggravation trying to rent. With Legacy Properties PM, you can feel more at ease knowing your property's managed well, and you're getting the best return on investment. Legacy Properties PM will handle your tenants by following the most up-to-date fair housing rules, showing the property, having the correct lease agreement signed, handling the hassles of repairs and repairmen, and dealing with late rent, fees, or evictions. Call Legacy Properties PM at 720-989-1996 or visit online at legacyproperties-pm.com. That's legacyproperties-pm.com. The experts in landlord stress removal.
Pastor Camp is the one to call.
Get your home's heating and cooling system ready for cooler weather. Whether you need maintenance or a new Lennox heating and cooling system, Pastor Camp is the one to call. With over 50 years of experience and a 100% satisfaction guarantee. Take advantage of their special offers on a qualifying Lennox home comfort system, including up to $1,600 in rebates or up to 60 months no interest financing with approved credit. Call Pastor Camp today at 303-777-1234 or visit pastorcamp.com.
The Experienced Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Braggin Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a business revolutionary by sharing a Fan Braggin story of great customer service by using the hashtag FanBrag or calling the Fan Braggin hotline at 855-FAN-BRAG, FANBRAG. Now back to Angel and Eric, the Experienced Pros.
Hey, welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day. So, time. You know, I have, you know that I am a magician, and much of my career, I have been fascinated by the concept of time and what would it be like if we could advance time or move time back.
Right.
You know, go back in time.
Yeah, you've always been very fascinated by it.
Yep. So you can't. Sorry.
Are you sure? Do you know that?
You know, me and Marty McFly, we've been doing our very best, but the bottom line is, Doc Brown was wrong. We can't get there. But what we can do is make the most of the time that we have.
Right? How'd you like to get an extra 20 hours back in your day?
In my day?
I mean, in your week.
Yes, please. That'd be all right.
Right. Well, here's one thing we have discovered. You want to put more hours into your day? Mm-hmm. Put more hours into your day. Get up 4 hours earlier than you're used to.
Yeah, that is true. Your one day tends to feel more like two.
It does feel like two. But if getting up 4 hours earlier not on the docket for you, and I think a lot of times, you know, even just getting up an hour earlier seems like the biggest stretch you could possibly do. How about instead of having to get up earlier or wake up earlier, how about if we just are more effective with the time that we're actually awake?
Okay.
With the use of some really cool apps.
There's an app for that?
Yeah. I think if you're tired, I always say if you're tired, there's a nap for that.
That's true.
But if you want to get more productivity, then what you need, if you want to get more hours out of your week, then you need more productivity. And more productivity comes from having systems in place to keep you productive, even when you don't feel like being productive.
Good enough.
They actually keep us focused on the work that inspires us. It can actually tap into our peak performance, take things off of our list, take things that are distracting us away from us so that we can be more productive and feel like we get so much more out of our day.
All right. Okay.
Right, turn off the TV is probably step number one.
Well, what are the apps? Well, let's not go crazy with the TV now.
Oh, sorry. I hit a personal note right
She's my bedroom
there.
companion.
All right. So these are some apps that Laura Garnett, who's a performance strategy, has picked for us.
Okay.
So that we can be more engaged at work and being more productive. The first one is Timely.
Timely?
Right? She says if you're self-employed, tracking your hours can take up a lot of time. And even if you have staff who were needing to track their hours, the Timely app monitors everything in the background while you work. It automatically tracks everything you do in life. Can anybody say creepy?
You never have to think about where you worked, what you worked on again, or how long you worked on it. At the end of the day, you simply review and approve your timesheet, and you're done. It is a little creepy, but it's probably not as intuitive as it sounds.
I wouldn't think so. I mean, you really have to be.
You have to program it to tell it what you're doing. Otherwise, it's got to start and it's got to stop, and maybe a lunch break here and there.
All right, how about this one? Signal.
Signal.
Yeah, she says in the connected age, we're always meeting new people and growing our network, which is extremely important for work.
Sure.
So Signal is an artificial intelligence-powered app,
AI,
that helps you effortlessly keep in touch with everyone in your contact book. Ooh, how does it do that?
It analyzes your natural communication patterns and prioritizes whom to connect with whom to connect first. No more worrying about remembering to keep in touch with everyone. It comes up and says, Angel, you haven't talked to Carrie in 3 hours. You better pick up the phone and call.
I remember. So we work with Extreme Relationship Management. He helps you take all those business cards and prioritize.
Yep. Find the value in which bucket they go in.
Yeah, and then even prioritize from there. Who's your A team? Who should you be in connection with the most?
True.
Right, in order to build your business to stay top of mind. So partnering that with this Signal app and saying, well, these are my top performers. These are my top power partners, my vendors, my collaborators. No more worrying about. That's interesting. I'm going to check into that.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. You're
Okay.
a personal assistant for your contact book. It looks at who you've got. It syncs with all the people. It keeps you current in your network. And then it says, bing, call your mom.
Oh, well, you know what? I keep thinking I'm going to call my dad on the way into work. Shoot.
What seems to be the problem?
I'm sleeping on the way into work, apparently. Proppy.
What?
Well, according to Proppy, proposals are a hassle, but of course they can make or break your sales goals. So Proppy helps you build out beautiful, professional-looking proposals easily. Its dashboard keeps track of the status of all your proposals and allows for seamless collaboration across your team. Proppy also integrates well with other applications to make your proposals interactive so you can show off your best work. You want to know the best way to show off your proposal is the All Senses presentation box.
It's flipping amazing. The All Senses presentation box is quite possibly our favorite new tool, if you will. You can transform your proposal. You can literally increase your closing ratio with All Senses presentation box. Brought to you by Ostrich Baskets. Way more than just another pen with a name on it. I like those too.
Sure.
And they do those.
Right.
There's a pen with your name on it, your customer's name, your prospect's name on it in the personalized everything.
Personalized with their name on it.
Yep.
Everything is personalized in your All Senses presentation box.
And their All Senses has to do with all 5 of our senses. So the moment you get that box, it's gorgeous to look at, right? It's 12 inches by 12 inches by 2 inches with a ribbon on it.
So it's a gift size.
It's gift size with a ribbon across it with their name on it, your logo, because it's your presentation, but your gift to them. And you leave it with them, and it's amazing. And then we open it up. You smell the fragrance, and it might be vanilla, it might be mountain fresh,
it might be the ocean.
Oh yeah,
yeah. You get to pick, so that you just engage another sense that is not normally
like the taste of chocolate
triggered.
Okay,
it's in
There's
there.
lots of that, and we're talking about the highest quality caliber type of chocolate. So you get the visual. Oh, when you open up your presentation
the folder, right? Again, with personalized to them.
All of a sudden, here comes an audio file with maybe your voice saying, hey, Susan, thanks so much for tuning in or for watching this or sitting in with me on this proposal. It means a lot to me that you've taken your time. I won't waste it. Your business means something to me.
Right. These are the things we're going to accomplish together. I mean, you can have an audio, you can have a theme song. Again, the sound is engaged.
And there are thing after thing after thing after thing in that box to touch and to hang out with. You can hear it, you can smell it, you can touch it, you can taste it. It is wow.
Well, and when we're talking about saving 20 hours a week, it's going to expedite your sales process.
All right, so we just talked about the Ostrich Baskets all Senses presentation box. Would you like to know where you can get one?
I would.
In fact, you can get a lot of them and get a great deal on them. 720-552-3932. 720-552-3932. One more time, 720-552-3932. Or call in or check them out online at ostrichbaskets.com.
Another app to help you is Zapier. Zapier.
Zapier.
Yeah,
it's probably Zapier.
Zapier.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it lets you connect your web apps so you can automate nearly every business system that's eating up your time. It zaps that share information and initiate action between apps whenever there's a trigger. So
you set the triggers and then they automatically zap so you can keep track of your sales. You can add people to your email list. You can automate many of your other administrative tasks. And automation, repeat after me, is good.
Automation is very good. There are so many things that we do repeatedly, and even let's just say it only takes you a minute, and you think it's a couple minutes out of my day to write this email, to send the directions, to input this information, to go to the next room and grab this piece of paper. Add up those minutes and they become an extra 20 hours in your week.
Hey, are you on the road a lot and maybe in a sales position where you're meeting people and you're all over the town? Well, there's a great app called Places to Work. And I like this app because, you never know who's going to have Wi-Fi, who's not going to have Wi-Fi. Remember we went to a Tokyo Joe's once?
We needed a power outlet.
It was 12 feet off the floor.
Yeah, and she actually pointed it to us.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
And do you have a ladder?
Nope. So this Places to Work lets you know exactly database of hundreds of thousands of locations work worldwide. They give you all the details, the Wi-Fi, the power outlet, the amenities, the seating, and how about this? If the owner's going to kick you out after 20 minutes.
Oh, that's good information to have too. Places to Work.
Yep.
So just think about your day. Think about the things that you're spending a lot of time doing. And even if you're not spending a lot of time, maybe you're doing it often. So you might just take a little bit, but you do it 12 times a day. Those are the kinds of things that you automate, you create technology and systems around so that you are more productive. And as soon as you are more productive with those pieces, then you can be more creative and sell more.
And until I can figure out how to get back in time or ahead of time, we'll just have to take this break together, and we'll be back in just a few short minutes.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM. Where do you keep the things that are most important to you? At home, right? But just how secure is your home? Do you own a security system? And if so, is it currently being monitored? Have you signed up for monitoring service only to find out there were rate hikes and other hidden fees buried in the fine print? It's time for something different, something better. ProSec is changing the way Coloradans look at security. ProSec will send a professional to your home, evaluate your needs, and give you an honest assessment. No hidden agendas, fees, or complicated contract terms. And with ProSec, your monthly rate is guaranteed for the entire term of your agreement. Stop paying those increasing rates and let ProSec take the mystery out of home security. Call 303-835-8100, 303-835-8100, or visit ProSecAlarm.com. That's PROSEC Alarm.com. Get a free home security camera system or up to 4 months of free monitoring with new account activation.
Many people wrestle with the idea of carrying a concealed handgun. Maybe you've thought about carrying a handgun for protection, but you've been afraid and not sure what to expect. I'm Tina Francone, NRA certified instructor and founder of Straightforward Shooting. We've qualified thousands of Coloradans just like you to apply for their concealed carry permits. At Straightforward Shooting, our classes are designed around you. We guarantee personalized instruction that addresses your specific needs. When you call, we'll assess your skill and comfort level and fit you into the perfect class for you. We also offer home defense and youth programs. We can teach your kids how to be safe with firearms. At Straightforward Shooting, we focus on what you want to accomplish with your firearms training. Don't wait. Get certified. Visit straightforwardshooting.com. That's straightforwardshooting.com, or call me, Tina Francone, at 720-989-9662. That's 720-989-9662. Mention KNUS and receive Straightforward Shooting's free basic handgun ebook. Call 720-989-9662 today.
How
about kicking off September with some fresh, clean carpets? Stop putting off getting your carpets clean. I know you want to, and you think it's outrageously expensive. Well, it's not, and it's totally worth the money. Call Zero Res Carpet Cleaning Company to clean your carpets with our patented empowered water technology cleaning process. Your carpets are going to look brand new again, especially if you have kids and pets. You probably have spots and stains everywhere. Empowered water technology is eco-friendly. It's safe for your kids and pets, and we don't clean with harsh soaps, detergents, or toxic chemicals. If your carpet is cleaned with those things, you're only attracting dirt to your carpets. Call now and get the September special. 3 carpeted areas, pre-treated, cleaned, and sanitized with that empowered water for just $124. See? Affordable. Call us today. 303-471-5150. 303-471-5150, or go online and book your job at ZeroResDenver.com. Mention you heard the $124 deal on KNUS. Zero Res, the right way to clean.
This is Greg Thornbury of the King's College in New York for townhall.com. This month, the U.S. Commission on Civil Rights released a report entitled Peaceful Coexistence, Reconciling Non-Discrimination Policies with Civil Liberties. The document, ironically, does not call for peace, but rather aggression towards people of religious belief. In the mind of Commission Chairman Martin Castro, the term religious liberty is nothing but a code word for intolerance and discrimination. Hillary Clinton has expressed similar comments recently about religious beliefs that simply need to be changed to fit with the times. According to Wall Street Journal editor Bill McGurn, the first freedom in the Bill of Rights is now being trashed by our government. On Friday, schools that receive any federal aid must observe Constitution Day in order to commemorate the 39 patriots who signed the document in 1787. Come November, the nation will go to the ballot box to decide if religious liberty, the first liberty enshrined in the Constitution, still matters. I'm Greg Thornbury.
Hey, it's Hugh Hewitt for Tynan's. You've heard me talking about Matt Tynan, my personal friend, for many, many years. Tynan's Volkswagens, Tynan's Nissan and Aurora, both of them run family operated for more than 50 years. Tynan's has a huge inventory of Volkswagens, SUVs, and cars available on the lot listed at all the lowest possible prices. They have a large selection of used vehicles from a variety of manufacturers as well. Mostly they've got integrity. If you knew Matt Tynan, you wouldn't shop anywhere else. If you knew his brothers, you wouldn't shop anywhere else. Stop in for a test drive today. They're located at 700 South Havana Street in Aurora, Colorado, and they're looking forward to working with you. For over 50 years, Tynan's has specialized in financing people with every kind of credit situation. You're a first-time buyer, you got a bankruptcy or a foreclosure, they can help. They're one of the dealerships referred by the Colorado Consumer Bankruptcy Association. Mostly I want you to try Tynan's because I know Matt, and I know you can trust them to get you into the car that you need. Tynan's Volkswagen, Tynan's Nissan Aurora. Go in, tell them Hugh Hewitt sent you. That's Tynan.
Revolutionizing the way people treat people in business. The Experience Pros, America's home for positive business talk.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to join us for us. We like the little guitar riff there. You know what? We need more learning.
We need more learning?
We do. So give us some more learning.
Some more learning. Mm-hmm. You need to learn a lot. If that's what you say, give me some learning. Right? We were talking a little bit about time and how you can get more time back into your week, being more productive, right? But here's the thing, along with, sometimes we just have to go through things, right? Time is what brings us wisdom, right? As we go through and we...
That's what I keep telling myself as I look at my beard turn silver.
But don't you sometimes watch your kids or even watch somebody and you're like, you're just young.
Yeah, you'll learn this in about 10 years.
You will learn this. With age and with life and with time comes wisdom. Well, life lessons are full of wisdom, often because they have to be learned the hard way, right? The hardest part of that process is realizing that sometimes not every opportunity lasts forever, which is sometimes good news, right?
Sometimes bad news.
Sometimes bad news. Yeah. Here are some crucial lessons that people often learn too late in life, according to a very young-looking Nicholas Cole.
Nicholas Cole is young.
I mean, he looks like it, and he's like, we're learning this too late. I'm almost 30, and I haven't learned this lesson yet.
Go change your diaper.
Right? I mean, there are things some of us have to do. I mean, it takes decades to become who we really are. So here's one. He says, if you want to do what you love, quote unquote, do what you love, he says you have to work 3 times as hard as everyone else.
Oh, that is not the way that I heard that.
It isn't?
No.
I didn't either.
When I was growing up, it was, if you want to do what you love, you have to meet her first.
No. If you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life.
There's that too.
That whole phrase, right?
But you still have to meet her first.
No, this is not a her. This is a what? Like your job. Okay. And he says most people don't get to spend their lives doing whatever it is they love. For some reason, I think when I say it now, it just doesn't sound as innocent as it was meant to be.
I think let's keep reading.
Instead, they I can't even. Right now that he's like changed the whole verb. The verb of do is not what we were talking about here. He says instead they do what they're told they should do, what their parents or towns or friends or peers suggest they should do. Right?
If you want to do what you love, you need to see it as a privilege, not an expectation. That's true. Those people are not the majority. So if that's what you truly want, you have to put the work in now.
All right. Now, here's a life lesson we often learn too late in life is that beneath anger is always fear. Yoda.
Yeah, Yoda. All right, here we go.
There's wise Yoda.
Fear is the path to the dark side. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering. And all of them lead to divorce.
All right. Whenever we suffer, especially for long periods of time, at first we believe it's because of something outside of us, something we hate. And if we make it past that emotion, we find that below that hate is a rumble of anger and certainly something we have held on to for far too long, and beneath that is always fear, a fear of loss, of vulnerability, of letting go. But if you can get to the point of acknowledging that fear, you will see its lighthearted shadow, compassion, and you'll be able to move forward.
I like that, the lighthearted shadow. Yeah, here's something. Our everyday habits form our future selves. I've told people forever that the decisions that we make today will absolutely affect forever tomorrow. Right? Whatever, you're laying the foundation, baby. Whatever you're doing today.
Everything is. And again, we think it's just mindless. It's coincidence. It's simple. It doesn't really matter.
Hey, it's life. Wake up and change it.
But think about this. When an action is repeated over and over again, especially over the course of a week, you begin to scratch the surface of change.
Right.
So whatever you want to change, you repeat that behavior over and over again.
Scratching the surface.
Right? When the action is replicated over the course of a month, you start to see a slight difference. Over the course of a year, 2 years, 5 years, you may no longer even recognize yourself. And in that...
I sure hope so.
Right? So don't underestimate the power of each and every small habit replicated over time. For good or bad,
that's right.
Your habits determine who you eventually become. Here's something that I think, is an interesting life lesson is he says our emotions take practice. And you think my emotions, I know if I feel happy, I know if I feel sad, I know if I feel hungry.
I practice the piano, I can practice basketball.
But who you are emotionally also takes practice. You can practice humility. You can practice forgiveness, self-awareness, even humor, right? Just as easily as you can practice anger, resentment, drama, and conflict. So which one are you practicing on a regular basis? Like you said, playing the piano, daily practice of daily habits.
Hey, listen, you weren't born upset. You're not born an angry person. You've merely practiced that emotion far more than you have say, joy. So jump on the joy wagon.
Now, according to this article, they say a life lesson we learned too late in life is that everybody has an agenda.
I believe that.
Right? He says it's worth acknowledging that at the end of the day, we all must provide for ourselves. We all have our own dreams, our goals, aspirations, families, close friends. We all want the same fundamental things, right? And the best way to keep yourself rooted is to know that each and every person has his or own agenda, and you can't control others. You cannot expect them to put you before themselves, and trying to do so may work for a period of time, but eventually the truth will rise to the surface. So Make it a point to address and help others move toward their own dreams as you request their help in helping you move towards yours.
The next one, we're talking about lessons people learn often too late in life. The next one is achievement will never be as fulfilling as the journey. I also agree with that. If you are not able to enjoy the journey as you hit the goal, as you get towards the goal, then you've missed out on an awful lot of life.
You have. Mm-hmm. And the final one on this list is he said, we don't laugh enough.
It's true.
Right? The human connection begins with laughter, and to laugh while working or even solving a problem is to be open up to new possibilities. The best ideas come through ease, and the best flow happens in moments of joy. So often we think we can't laugh at work, we can't laugh with people, right? But some people, he says, they never learn this. They become grumpy and old. Here's the thing is, if you are getting to be that grumpy old man or grumpy old woman, if you're getting grumpier as you get older, you're not doing it right. You're not living life right.
That's exactly
right. Life is about having fun. Have fun and get more done than you ever thought imaginable.
And remember, if you want to do what you love, then you need to see that as a privilege. Don't expect it. We'll be back with more positive business talk and a couple of laughs, maybe a giggle here and there, on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, America's home for positive business talk. This is the Experience Pros Radio Show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact the Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or contact them on the web at experiencepros.com or on Facebook and Twitter at Experience Pros. If your customers love you, we want to know you. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
KDNT Arvada Denver, serving Denver's financial community and the
Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, But you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than Experience.
Can money buy you happiness? Maybe not, but it sure buys you freedom. Freedom to do more for your family. Freedom to send your kids to the best college. Freedom to retire. But between our government and Wall Street, achieving financial freedom is harder than ever. That's where we come in. Money Talk 1690 AM. We're loaded with programming all day to help you profit from your investments and keep the government from taking it all away from you, because we're all about money. Money Talk 1690 AM.
Imagine a world where you only need one tool in your marketing toolbox. A world where that one tool could open doors for you and transform the average sales proposal into a powerful, personalized experience.
The Ostrich Baskets All Senses presentation box is your way to stand out and get greater attention over your competitors. From the classy visual impact the moment it's received, through to the powerful surprises revealed when they open the box and are engaged with aroma, sound, and delightful treats and personalized gifts. Your client will be positively immersed in your marketing message.
The All Senses presentation box will quickly become the one tool in your box to open doors that you may have previously never imagined possible.
Connect with your clients in a manner that promotes positive long-term business relationships and greater sales results for your company. Shorten your sales cycle and reduce your overall marketing costs. Order your All Senses presentation boxes today. Call 720-552-3932 or visit ostrichbaskets.com.
Financial words of wisdom with Market Wrap host Mo Ansari.
Don't tell me technicals do not matter. Of course they matter. Let your winners run, cut your losers quickly. Being hyperactive is just as bad as being Holden Hoper. Middle of the road is the answer, and that's what you need to do.
It's helpful financial food for thought on your drive home with a host who tells it like it is. Market Wrap with Mo Ansari.
Weeknights at 6 on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM. You buy a vacuum, you expect it to work. You purchase a lamp, you want it to turn on and off. And when they don't, turn to Anderson's Vacuum. Since 1947, Anderson's Vacuum has been repairing all major brands of vacuums, air purifiers, lamps, even sewing machines. And they provide warranty repair for many major brands. When you know how things work, you know how to fix them. You can rely on 6 decades of experience at Anderson's Vacuum in Inglewood. Details online at andersonsvacuum.com.
When you're ready to buy or sell a home or invest in the Denver real estate market, you need the experts. RE/MAX Masters Millennium in Greenwood Village is the #1 single RE/MAX office based on total sales volume in the U.S. With more than 100 of the most experienced real estate professionals in the country, RE/MAX Masters Millennium provides the most rewarding real estate experience powered by the very latest technology that far transcends the mainstream. Visit their website at coloradomasters.com. That's coloradomasters.com. Or call RE/MAX Masters Millennium at 303-771-9400.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, the most positive business talk show in America. Best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business and founders of the Extreme Customer Service Directory, Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, are inspiring you to get your business right. They know that customer experience isn't just another thing, it's the only thing. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show, and thank you so much for taking time out of your day. Angel Tussey, Eric Raymer here, helping you get your business right. And the way that we do that is we remind you that small business is big business. Your business is our business, and there ain't no business like that which Apple is doing today.
Ooh, what are they doing?
They're selling iPhone 7s.
Yeah.
Lots of them.
Lots of them.
Lots and lots and lots of them. There are lines outside the Apple stores all over the place. Apple stores are opening early, 8 a.m. all across the country. And, unless you pre-ordered, you will be saddened to discover that the black, shiny new iPhone 7, they're sold out. Completely sold out.
So what... Is there only the black, or is there something else?
Multiple of the colors. I think there's the rose, there's the gold, there may even be the white, but the black ones
are sold out.
They're sold out. Apple will catch up. It's like the first day of anything, right? Big fanfare, lots of hype and all of that. Of course, it comes along with Apple's not historic, but certainly massive run on sales. All the prognosticators and naysayers said that it's just not going to happen. This is not a great upgrade. It's just kind of a flat upgrade. $54 billion later and more than 10% surge in stock. Apple has the last laugh. Yep.
Okay, well, don't they usually?
We have to tell you about Samsung. If you have a Samsung phone, please go back and check it out. Take it back, especially if it's the new one, the Samsung Galaxy Note 7. They are exploding and catching on fire. And maybe not a lot of them, but enough for a worldwide recall. And that worldwide recall, out of 2.4 million sold, has only brought in 110,000 of them. People apparently thinking, well, that won't happen to me.
That won't happen to me.
The guy whose car melted
pretty sure he thought that wouldn't happen to him. His phone was only 4 days old.
Yeah, the guy whose apartment burned down and the people who lived below and above him felt the same way, that's not going to happen to me. If you have a Samsung Galaxy Note 7, now it is your governmental mandated duty to turn it back in. That's right. Overnight, the government said, you know something? Enough is enough. The government said duty. We're going to talk about that some more too. But you got to turn it in. It is now on a governmentally mandated recall. Take those back.
Right.
And for Pete's sake, not even for Pete's sake, for God's sake, don't get on a plane with a Samsung Galaxy Note 7, period. Serious.
It is very serious. Yeah. And I know we do a lot of fun and lighthearted and fun things around here, but this is, I remember one time my husband trying to be stern with our children and they thought he was joking.
He's such a nice guy.
Right. And so then he, got sterner, right? More stern. And they laughed and they were laughing and it was really making him mad because he was serious. We're serious. Right. This is a fire one. This is 911 emergency. If you have a phone if you have one of these phones, these Samsung 7 Galaxy Notebook 7s things.
Galaxy Note 7s.
Thank you. Take it back.
Take it back. And don't wait another day.
Don't plug it in. Don't charge it.
Please do not charge it.
Do not charge it.
That seems to be the trigger for your spontaneous
combustion. Do not pass go. Yeah. Spontaneous combustion. Yeah, take it back.
You can even charge the thing, put it in your pocket, and minutes, hours later, the thing can overheat. They call it superheating. And have you
ever seen a bale of hay?
Yes, spontaneous combustion.
Yes, it is that.
That's exactly right. All right. So there's the news for what you need. In the stock market opens up here in about 20 minutes. But the news you really want to hear is when the government says duty. It's time for You Choose the News, the game show at the top of the hour where we've chosen the news. The news is questionable, but sometimes comical, and Angel gets to choose the order in which you hear it. Speaking of the government saying duty, New York City invites you to use their gold toilet.
What? They have a gold toilet?
We'll talk about that.
Okay.
The stars can predict your duty.
Oh, goodness.
On the topic of duty, Mystery Meat Festival suspended. And finally, I do not have a drinking problem. Which story would you like first?
Let's start with I don't have a drinking problem.
I do not have a drinking problem. Jean-Claude Juncker denies alcohol problem. Controversial head of the European Commission.
Hey, doesn't everyone with an alcohol problem deny they have an alcohol problem?
They say denial is the first step.
Right.
Or admitting you have a problem is the first step. Denial is the pre-step. Controversial head of the European Commission has denied that he has a problem with alcohol during an interview in which he drank 4 glasses of champagne. I do not.
Okay, but to be fair, a glass of champagne does not have a lot of champagne in it.
You have never seen the size of my flute. Lady, I do not have a drinking problem, but I have a huge...
Spoken like a true man.
I have a
the
huge
drinking problem
flute.
would say, right?
Yeah. Allegations have circulated around Brussels in recent years about Jean-Claude Juncker drinking, and one senior diplomatic source said he has cognac for breakfast. In an interview with a French newspaper, he defended his record as he consumed numerous glasses of champagne. Oh, my goodness. I can't even read any more of this. It's just, I do not have a drinking problem. Okay. Mystery Meat Festival suspended, or the stars can help determine your duty, or New York Museum invites you to use its gold toilet.
The stars. Let's talk about the stars.
All right. This company says that the astrology could determine your pooping habits.
Oh, you weren't kidding.
I really wasn't.
Oh.
A plumbing company is
I was tricked.
I gave you every chance.
I know, but I figured you were just, being Eric.
No.
You really were being Eric.
We won't pull the chain until we get to the golden toilet. A plumbing company is suggesting the stars may have a big impact on what happens where the sun don't shine. Mr. Reuter Plumbing created an infographic to flush out how a person's zodiac sign purportedly influences their bathroom habits. Why are you looking at me in that tone of voice? You are giving me the very condescending downward nose look.
I don't know what to do with this information.
Anyone expecting a big data dump might be disappointed.
God.
A company spokeswoman, who wrote this? Because I like this author. Gosh, I wish I knew.
As many puns as we can put in.
That's my kind of writing.
Right.
Company spokesperson said officials looked at basic traits of each astrological sign and extrapolated how they might affect a person's pooping style. For instance, Tauruses. What's your sign?
I am a Cancer.
You're a Cancer.
Yeah. I don't care what a Taurus will do. I'm not a Taurus. Are you a Taurus?
I am not.
What are you?
A Pisces.
Okay, so what does a Pisces do? As soon as he walks in the door, right? Let
me expand this so I can read this. Pisces, the wise one. As pensive as they come, Pisces see the throne as a place to get their best thinking done. Their open mind allows them to just go with the flow and let nature take its course. That's the Pisces. Let's see what the Cancer does. This is really gross. I can't even. Why am I? I feel like I'm crossing a line here.
Bill, what's your zodiac sign? Do we know what Bill's zodiac sign is?
What are you?
The microphone's not working in here right now.
He says the mic's not working.
No, not at all.
That's like when Winnie the Pooh answers the phone.
Did you just use the microphone to tell us
there's
that the mic's
nobody
not
home?
Yeah.
Knock, knock. There's nobody
What's
home.
What's your sign, Bill?
The microphone's not working in here.
Occupado?
Occupado. Well, let's read about angels. Angel is Cancer, the mama bear. A protector in their own right, Cancers will be the first to escort a timid bathroom goer when they're forced to go out of their comfort zone, and will always let others skip the line. In other words, they hold it in. What do you got?
I'm a Taurus.
Oh, you are a Taurus. Oh, we skipped over that. We could have heard that first.
Oh, let's go back to it. For instance, Tauruses are supposedly homebodies who prefer to wait until they get home to drop a deuce, while loud and proud Leos allegedly announced their bathroom business to the world. I'll be in the restroom.
We've all known somebody like that, right? That has to tell you what they're going to do.
Seriously, we lost time before getting to the Golden Throne
when they come
or
back.
The Mystery Meat Festival.
Yes, yes, and we have a guest in the next segment, so we'll have to wait till the top of the.
Oh no, he'll make room.
The end of the hour. No. We are not making room.
With more positive business talk. I'm purportedly truthful.
America's home for positive business talk. You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show. Contact them on the web at experiencepros.com.
Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
Stock markets go up and go down. Hi, I'm Linda Gardner, host of Your Money, Your Retirement, Saturday morning at 10 on Denver's Money Talk. Are you worried about the markets? How will you protect your assets? With recent stock market volatility, where should your money be now? Call me today and schedule a complimentary stress test of your portfolio. Call 720-488-8604. That's 720-488-8604. Or go to yourmoneyyourretirement.com. That's yourmoneyyourretirement.com.
Join Dave Tabor every Saturday morning from 8 to 10 a.m. for Pro Business Colorado. This week, Dave will be joined by Colorado entrepreneurial icon Jake Jabs of American Furniture Warehouse. You'll learn about how Jake went from his rural upbringing to becoming the owner of one of Colorado's most successful companies. You'll also hear stories about Jake's interest in music and why he started using a tiger in his ads. So tune in Saturday mornings 8 to 10 on 1690 a.m. and catch past shows at probusinesscolorado.com.
This is Greg Thornberry of the King's College in New York for townhall.com. This month, the U.S. Commission on Civil Rights released a report entitled Peaceful Coexistence, Reconciling Non-Discrimination Policies with Civil Liberties. The document, ironically, does not call for peace, but rather aggression towards people of religious belief. In the mind of Commission Chairman Martin Castro, the term religious liberty is nothing but a code word for intolerance and discrimination. Hillary Clinton has expressed similar comments recently about religious beliefs that simply need to be changed to fit with the times. According to Wall Street Journal editor Bill McGurn, the first freedom in the Bill of Rights is now being trashed by our government. On Friday, schools that receive any federal aid must observe Constitution Day in order to commemorate the 39 patriots who signed the document in 1787. Come November, the nation will go to the ballot box to decide if religious liberty, the first liberty enshrined in the Constitution, still matters. I'm Greg Thornberry.
Hi, this is Clyde with Windows America. Help us celebrate our 15th year helping Denver homeowners improve their homes. A-plus rating with the BBB, award-winning contractor with Angie's List. There has never been a better time to buy windows. The technology of glass and windows has come so far. Right now, we're giving away a free dinner for two with every qualifying estimate. Call us at 1-877-WINDOWS for your free estimate, or go to our website, windowsam.com. 1-877-WINDOWS, or go to our website, windowsam.com.
Before you invest, read the prospectus in the registration statement and other documents the issuer has filed with the SEC for more complete information about the issuer and this offering.
This is a special public announcement for investors. Have you tried to invest during an initial public offering but never got the chance because big banks and private institutions have already scooped up all the stock? Well, now there's an exciting investment opportunity where you can be in on the IPO of a game-changing digital media company listed on NASDAQ. FOTV. FOTV is a group of millennial-focused digital media companies that creates, markets, and distributes live hologram events and premium Hollywood movie content to global audiences via live streaming, virtual reality, and 360. Powered by Holograms USA cutting-edge visual technology. Featured on the Country Music Awards, Jimmy Kimmel Live, and the Coachella Music Festival. Discover a real IPO investment opportunity. Invest as little or as much as you want. Call now for your free FOTV prospectus. 800-409-2501. 800-409-2501. That's 800-409-2501.
You've heard of the show Shark Tank, but you need to be aware of the real sharks out there. To grow your business, you need money yesterday, but the banks aren't helping. Hard money lending is the answer, but look out. There are sharks in the water. Attorney and CPA Steve Replin will help you navigate the waters, avoid the sharks, and best of all, get you the money. Avoid the chum. Check out hardmoneycoaching.com. 303-322-7919. That's 303-322-7919. This is the Experience Pros Radio Show. Got an opinion or want to ask us a question? Email radio@experiencepros.com or message us on the Experience Pros Facebook page, and we'll interact with you live on the show.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. And thanks to listener Bryce, who just sent us a very encouraging, he loves the show.
Well, thank you so much, Bryce. We appreciate that very much. You know, we talked a little bit in our earlier in the show about time management, right? Automating things, being more productive, scheduling, and I think a lot of times we tend to put a lot of effort into behaviors and activities that don't get a lot of results.
Sure.
Maybe we just do it out of habit. We do it because we're familiar, or maybe we do it because it's a distraction from the real work. Well, we're going to talk with our special guest, Eli Delaney. He is your automated marketing architect. You can find him online at yourmarketinguniversity.com, yourmarketinguniversity.com. He's a regular guest here on the show. About once a month, you can tune in and listen to some tips and just great insights from Professor Eli Delaney. Eli, welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you, Angel. It's always a pleasure hanging out with you guys. You just like my favorite part of the month, even if it's really early in the morning.
Well, it's only early for you West Coasters. The rest of us, including all of America that's east of us, are rise and shine, Bubba.
Yeah, actually, Eli, I had a gal on the show yesterday. Is she from Portland? Where's Lisa from?
She's in Portland.
She's from Portland, and yeah, it's pretty early for her too. And yeah, she was on her second cup of coffee when we started, and she had made it to the third cup of coffee before we were done.
So let's raise a cup of coffee, Eli, and talk about, if you will, service businesses. Service businesses are interesting in their ability or their confusion about how to package their marketing.
Yeah, definitely. And, you know, the funny thing is I come from a service business originally. As a matter of fact, a lot of what I do now is actually a service-based business. But what I'm talking about is, say for instance, you're a tanning salon or coffee shop or, it doesn't really matter what type of business you are. But a lot of times when it comes to productizing your services, that's where a lot of times people think products and services are two different things. And I like to actually lump them together as one thing because you are the product. Your business, the product that you produce at the end of the day is a product per se. But guess what? Everything we do is based off of our knowledge and our expertise. And that's where this really comes into play, is that more and more service businesses are starting to learn how to package their knowledge and become those experts to do two things. Number one is establish themselves as a better expert. And second thing, to be able to actually sell a product as opposed to just their time, getting away from that time for money concept, which unfortunately is the lowest paying form of income you can make.
Yeah, and we've seen that. We've seen the burnout. There is a definite cap and limit on what you can do if you're trading time for $4. And there are times, Eli, I look at somebody else who is selling a product, and I think, gosh, how simple that is. Like, you can look at it, you can touch it, you can feel it. You give me money, I give you this thing, and it's done and it's over.
Right.
And I do think that people who have a product that they're selling have. I feel a lot of times a greater advantage over somebody who's actually selling a service. And so it's nice that we're actually having this conversation, because I'm sure if I'm having this thought, there's probably others that are struggling with it as well.
Well, definitely. And here's the fun thing about it is that there's several different ways that you can do this. And I'm working on a program right now where I'm actually going to teach this in a lot of detail. But I want to share a little bit of this with everybody today. And you guys are actually a great example, because you have your service is your expertise of sharing information, sharing people and your voices. But guess what? You guys have books, and books are products. And the great thing about that is that that's a passive form of income. You put in the effort to put it out there to begin with, but now it just sells.
That's true. That's true. Almost every month we see a residual that comes in from the royalties of the sales of our books.
Mm-hmm. And there's two things to this, and I'm going to use a landscaper as an example with this, is that number one is by doing this, you're packaging your knowledge and your expertise as a product that you can sell, which is an income piece. But honestly, books aren't necessarily a big money maker in itself. I've got 2 books out there, and I don't really, I don't make a lot of money off of them. I sell a decent amount, but they're pretty inexpensive. It takes a lot of books to make a real income, right?
Yeah. If you're gonna make $2.64 per copy, you got to sell a lot of books.
Exactly. But here's the cool thing about that is by writing a book and publishing it out there, you're now the expert. So let's take that landscaper as an example. By having a book out there, establishing, what are the best ways to keep your lawn looking beautiful in the Denver summers? something like that, then people are going to see you as an expert, and you're going to stand out from everybody else. And the cool thing about it is just having a book really puts you on a different level. And it's really funny because as a great example of this, I had somebody here locally that runs a small business organization, like a help organization, and I tried to get in to work with them to do presentations, basically do some workshops to teach. And they blew me off like 4 or 5 times over the course of a year of trying to get in there. And they're like, oh, yeah, we got that covered. We got somebody who can do that. And they just kept ignoring me and kept ignoring me. As soon as I published my first book, he was like, oh, wow, this is really good. And he's flipping through it and everything. He's like, we really need to do a workshop together.
Oh.
It was like immediate.
Yeah.
Right?
It was exactly.
It opens doors. It changes people's perspective of you. Right. It is pretty incredible. I remember when we first wrote, our first book came out, the doors and the opportunities that came instantly from that.
Mm-hmm.
And then Eli, I have a gal who I know just recently was telling me a story. She was one of 2 contenders for keynote speaker at a large event. And even though she probably was more qualified, a better speaker, probably a better choice. I mean, better.
The other one
had a book. And she doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
And they chose the other one. I mean, it was heartbreaking. Of course, it was a tough reminder because she's had this on her list of things to do for a while as well. And she's like, I guess this is the universe telling me, when are you going to ever get that thing done?
Well, Eli, the idea of having a book and the idea that people will look at you with a different set of eyes, it may be a false reality. I mean, you may not be the expert, but you are perceived as such. And so step number 1, write a book.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. And that's the cool thing about it is that it doesn't even have to be a big book. And sadly enough, I hate to say this part because it's actually pseudo negative, but in the fact it is actually still a good thing is that just by having a book, you will get more opportunities and people see you as an expert, even if they don't actually read the book and it's not very good.
Very, very true. We're talking to Eli Delaney, and Eli, we're going to keep you over so that we can talk to you a little more because there's more things that you can do as a service business to get people to buy into your services. We'll be back right after these messages. This is the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no...
Financial words of wisdom with Market Wrap host Mo Ansari.
Don't tell me technicals do not matter. Of course they matter. Let your winners run, cut your losers quickly. Being hyperactive is just as bad as being a Holden Hoper. Middle of the road is the answer, and that's what you need to do.
It's helpful financial food for thought on your drive home with a host who tells it like it is. Market Wrap with Mo Ansari.
Weeknights at 6 on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
Take a moment right now and rate your lifestyle on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 is a life of quiet desperation that doesn't resemble what you were promised after getting that college degree and corporate job. Now a 10 is a life that exceeds your wildest expectations of the life they promised you for doing all the right things and working hard. If you answered anything less than 10, stop what you're doing and go to mypassiveincomeworkshop.com. Passive income is not a secret, but chances are no one has ever shared it with you until now. Learn how to generate passive streams of income at our free workshop, mypassiveincomeworkshop.com, so you can live at a 10 for the rest of your life.
Are you worried about having enough money to retire on your terms? What about taking that anniversary trip you've been dreaming of? If you answered yes, and you're a homeowner who's at least 62 years old, now is the time to call Acclaim Mortgage and learn about your options for a reverse mortgage. Acclaim Mortgage knows there are myths out there about reverse mortgages, and one of them being that the lender becomes the title owner of your home if you take out a reverse mortgage. Well, that's not true. Did you know that you'll still be the title owner of your home if you take out a reverse mortgage? Acclaim Mortgage is here to help answer all of your questions about reverse mortgages. Locally owned for over 20 years with an A-plus Better Business Bureau rating and thorough knowledge of the Denver real estate market, Acclaim Mortgage is your go-to for assistance with reverse mortgages. With home values so high, now is the perfect time to call Acclaim Mortgage. So think beach and call 303-753-9400 or visit acclaimmortgage.com. Again, that's 303-753-9400 or acclaimmortgage.com. Call or visit the website today, 303-753-9400 or acclaimmortgage.com. Statistics show that a burglary occurs on average every 13 seconds in the U.S., and homes without security systems are more than 3 times as likely to be affected. These facts may seem intimidating, but there's a simple answer when it comes to home security: ProSec. ProSec is changing the way Coloradans look at security. ProSec will send a professional to your home, evaluate your needs, and give you an honest assessment of your options. No hidden agendas, fees, or complicated contract terms. Your monthly rate is guaranteed for the entire term of your agreement. And ProSec is proud to be a local Colorado-owned and operated company. Let ProSec take the mystery out of home security. Call 303-835-8100. 303-835-8100 or visit ProSecAlarm.com. That's PROSEC Alarm.com. Get a free home security camera system or up to 4 months of free monitoring with new account activation.
So you thought that putting off your hearing test for another year wasn't a big deal. Well, maybe you should think again. I'm Barbara Jenkins, Colorado's first board-certified doctor of audiology. For the last few years, we've known that untreated hearing loss increases your risk of dementia. Now, a study from Johns Hopkins shows that untreated hearing loss actually causes brain shrinkage. Not only does this affect your communication ability, but it also affects your memory as well. It's just one more in a litany of studies that underscores the importance of treating your hearing loss now, not later. For a synopsis of this study, or to have your hearing tested, go to advancedaudiology.com or call us at 303-649-2122. Hearing problems are easy to dismiss, but treating them now can help more than just your ears. That's 303-649-2122. Because at Advanced Audiology, we take your hearing seriously.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Braggin Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a business revolutionary by sharing a Fan Braggin story of great customer service by using the hashtag FanBrag or calling the Fan Braggin hotline at 855-FAN-BRAG, FANBRAG. Now back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show, the most positive business talk show in America. We're hanging out with Eli Delaney. He is your automated marketing architect. You want more information about him and his business? Check out Your Marketing University.
Right, we're talking about, when you offer a service, there are ways that you can actually package your product or your service more like a product to actually attract and gain more clients. And Eli's actually putting together a workshop that's coming up. Eli, tell us about the workshop that you've got coming up.
We're checking with Eli here.
Till next month, but what I'm going to do is where I'm actually going to be doing a live online workshop, so it doesn't matter where in the world you are. You can join us online to watch basically the 7 ways you can package your knowledge and get more clients. And it's geared towards service businesses. Those of you that are brick and mortar businesses, maybe you have a location and you're trying to figure out how you can leverage your time more effectively.
Wow. All right. This is just perfect. And you're going to do this online for no matter where people are in the country? Eventually?
Correct. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And that's actually where I'm going to be doing it first, because more of my clients, honestly, are all over the world. It's great because I have less clients here in Portland than I do any other city around. And it's kind of fun. I live in the internet marketing world where, we can hang out with people 2 time zones away and at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Indeed. All right. So we learned about having a book gets you an element of credibility that, books are a product that we can sell and package to our clients. What else, Eli?
I want to shift gears just a little bit to something that's going to be a little bit more lucrative and add more profit for people, because a book obviously is a great way to get your name out there and to be established as the expert, but how do we actually make more money out of this bundling process? And what I'm going to talk about is what we call a membership program. Membership program, recurring income, there's a lot of different terminologies for it, but basically, let's say as an example, you're a CPA, and instead of just working on people's books, getting their taxes ready on their quarterly and their annual basis, what if you could actually package your information together, include those quarterlies as part of it, but also include a monthly tip on how to get better deductions or how to track things in between a little bit better and get paid every single month as opposed to once a year or once a quarter. That generally is so much easier for people.
Right?
I think we're picking up what you're laying down there, man. We like that idea. A membership kind of a program is always going to be good, and it doesn't have to be expensive because you can leverage that over a great volume of people. Yeah.
Exactly. So let's say, I'm just going to use some basic numbers. Everybody's obviously going to be different, but let's say your product, you normally do it with, say, once a quarter, and it's maybe $200. Well, what if you actually had a program that was $100 a month, but you not only got that once a quarter service, but on top of that, you got monthly tips and resources that were available, maybe depending on your industry, a Facebook group that's private just for people in this program. I actually had that with my clients. Our students have an area where they can go in and they can ask questions. And not only myself and my partner, Cindy, but also the rest of the community is there to help answer those questions. And it's only available for our students. And so you could do something like that. And basically what you're doing is you're adding a ton of value. And let's say you charge $100 a month for it. Well, overall, you're going to make more money.
Sure.
But you make money every single month, and the amount of additional work is very, very minimal.
This is smart. Again, when he talks about automated marketing, right? Doing something once, creating something that you can repurpose and resell and remarket and rebundle and repackage, and it continues to bring in revenue. And I think this is where a lot of small business owners, they forget that eventually their time, they spend a lot of time creating, and if they're always in that creating zone, they're not spending enough time in that attracting and selling zone. Is that right, Eli?
Definitely. And one of the things is a great book that I recommend everybody read is The E-Myth by Michael Gerber. If you haven't read it, it's like a must-have staple for any entrepreneur out there. And it's about getting out of the working in your business to working on your business. And that's the kind of stuff we're talking about here, where as entrepreneurs, as business owners, especially in a service type business, we get into the grind of just providing the service so much that we never have time to stop and grow. And these are the things we're talking about right now, is being able to leverage that time better, where you can deal with 100 clients instead of the 10 clients because you only have so many hours in the day. You're leveraging this information and making more money and making it easier to help more people, which is really what this is all about.
It really is. And I think that, just the tips and the thought of how do I bundle this? How do I create something that is ongoing, that I can continue long after. In fact, we had one of our listeners, Bryce Elamond, who's with Affordable Auctioneers. He just kind of piped in and said he was enjoying the conversations from this morning. But he offers, when you think about an auctioneer at a live, at a charity event, you just think of him as at that one, right. Just there that night. But he actually has been able to create a program where he is there before to help you attract and gain and plan, how many items you should have and at what price point in order to hit the goal that you're setting. And then even post-event, some things that you can do post-event, and then how bringing him in, he'll even help you kind of think ahead, a year and ahead for your next event. But, when we think of an auctioneer, you think of, okay, you're here for this one night. He's been able to put together a package that is far more valuable. And I think for all of us, if we can start thinking outside of this one moment, this one thing, but how can we continue to be a blessing?
That's right.
And then marketing that. And it's a skill, right, Eli?
Oh, definitely. And I'm really glad that you brought that up, that like what he's doing right now is brilliant, because that's actually another one of the ways is to create a higher priced personalized service, which is essentially, instead of being just the auctioneer, he's leveled himself up to a consultant, and a consultant obviously gets paid a whole lot more than somebody who just talks. I mean, it's like you change the mindset of the people immediately just by doing that. So he's done a brilliant job of that just by that one extra little step there, and I bet his clients love him for it.
They do.
Absolutely.
And he gets called back. He gets called back year after year, and he's kind of the go-to guy here in Colorado for actually all around the country. He flies all around the country with his services. All right, Eli, let's wrap this up. What's the one thing that's really keeping people back from doing something like this?
The biggest thing is usually people are overwhelmed and they don't know where to start. They've heard of all these different things that are out there, from membership sites to creating a consulting program to ebooks and physical books and checklists and all these different things that are possible, but they just don't know where to start. And obviously the program that I'm putting together, you guys will be the first to know about it when it'll be probably about another 2 weeks before I actually go live with it. But it's going to give you a lot of breakdowns with it, but the most important thing is pick one thing that's fairly easy and just run with it. Don't get overwhelmed by all the options. Start with something that you think you can get done in maybe a day. Just kind of put it together and start putting it out there. Let people know, hey, this is what I got. Check it out. And worst case scenario, you realize that's not quite right and you need to adjust a little bit. But for the most part, it's almost guaranteed you're going to start seeing results. If nothing else, you establish yourself as an expert even further because you have the cool thing and most of your competition doesn't.
And most of your competition doesn't.
Good stuff.
That is good stuff. Eli, I know we talked to your marketinguniversity.com is your website. Any other place or any other ways you want people to connect with you?
Yeah, definitely reach out to me on social media. Reach out and let me know that you heard me on the show here. I love to connect with people. Also, I do have a webinar coming up next week that is the unlimited content creation. We're supposed to blog and do podcasts and all this stuff, and coming up with all this content sometimes gets overwhelming. I do have a workshop that I'm doing. It is free. I'd love to have you guys come join us. The link for that is yourmarketinguniversity.com/experiencepros.
There it is, yourmarketinguniversity.com/experiencepros. Sign up for one of these webinars. I'm telling you something. You'll thank us. Eli's a great teacher and a great friend. Eli, we are so grateful for you. Thank you for stepping in and sharing with us every single month.
Well, thank you. It's always my pleasure. You guys are so much fun to hang out with, and I'm hoping to be able to make another trip over to Denver to hang out with you guys again.
Oh,
yeah, wouldn't that be great? Yeah. We've known Eli for years, and it wasn't until last year that we actually met him in person when he was here in Denver. That's the power of the internet. Make sure that you are using it to connect and to market your product. Eli, we'll talk to you next month.
All right. Thank you. You guys have a wonderful week.
Cannot help it. We will have a wonderful week, and we'll finish the news that Angel didn't yet choose right after these messages. You're listening to Angel and Eric, and this is the Experience Pros Radio Network, home of ExperienceProsDeals.com. 40 to 90% off on every single deal and major market advertising with no dollars passed.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, America's home for positive business talk.
Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
Imagine a world where you only need one tool in your marketing toolbox. A world where that one tool could open doors for you and transform the average sales proposal into a powerful, personalized experience.
The Ostrich Baskets All Senses presentation box is your way to stand out and get greater attention over your competitors. From the classy visual impact the moment it's received through to the powerful surprises revealed when they open the box and are engaged with aroma, sound, and delightful treats and personalized gifts, your client will be positively immersed in your marketing message.
The All Senses presentation box will quickly become the one tool in your box to open doors that you may have previously never imagined possible.
Connect with your clients in a manner that promotes positive long-term business relationships and greater sales results for your company. Shorten your sales cycle and reduce your overall marketing costs. Order your All Senses presentation boxes today. Call 720-552-3932 or visit ostrichbaskets.com.
Did you know that you can get not only Oreck vacuums at the Oreck Clean Home Center locations, but also Miele and Sebo vacuums? Both Oreck Clean Home Centers are authorized sales and service for both Miele and Sebo vacuums. Ready for a vacuum you'll love? One that makes short work of a spotless house? Then get your next Miele, Sebo, or Oreck from the Oreck Clean Home Centers at their Aurora and Littleton locations. Simply Google Anderson's Vacuum Littleton or Anderson's Vacuum Aurora.
Stock markets go up and go down. Hi, I'm Linda Gardner, host of Your Money, Your Retirement, Saturday morning at 10 on Denver's Money Talk. Are you worried about the markets? How will you protect your assets? With recent stock market volatility, where should your money be now? Call me today and schedule a complimentary stress test of your portfolio. Call 720-488-8604. That's 720-488-8604. Or go to yourmoneyyourretirement.com. That's yourmoneyyourretirement.com.
How about kicking off September with some fresh, clean carpets? Stop putting off getting your carpets clean. I know you want to, and you think it's outrageously expensive. Well, it's not, and it's totally worth the money. Call Zero Res Carpet Cleaning Company to clean your carpets with our patented empowered water technology cleaning process. Your carpets are going to look brand new again, especially if you have kids and pets. You probably have spots and stains everywhere. Empowered water technology is eco-friendly. It's safe for your kids and pets, and we don't clean with harsh soaps, detergents, or toxic chemicals. If your carpet is cleaned with those things, you're only attracting dirt to your carpets. Call now and get the September special. 3 carpeted areas, pre-treated, cleaned, and sanitized with that empowered water for just $124. See? Affordable. Call us today. 303-471-5150. 303-471-5150 or go online and book your job at ZeroResDenver.com. Mention you heard the $124 deal on KNUS. Zero Res, the right way to clean.
Do you need to remodel that outdated kitchen or bathroom? Now's a great time to get started. Our fall specials are going to save you big money on your cabinet and countertop purchases. I'm Ted Spear, co-owner of All About Cabinets and Countertops at 35th and Wadsworth. And I've been telling you how we've saved our customers thousands of dollars on their kitchen and bathroom projects, even over those big box stores. And now I invite you to experience our unique mix of top-of-the-line customer service, quality products, and tremendous value. Through October, we are offering our customers up to $1,500 in free upgrades and incentives off all your cabinet and countertop purchases. Plus, as an additional bonus, we are upgrading all our cabinets to the latest in anti-slam technology for free. We also have a huge selection of granite vanity tops and cabinets in stock, all at incredibly low prices. Let us go to work for you. You can visit our showroom or call us today. 303-456-6400. That's 303-456-6400. Make a difference without the expense with All About Cabinets and Countertops.
It's a difficult decision. When you finally decide to have your hearing tested, where do you go for professional care? Tens of thousands are spent every week on ads trying to convince you to come in for a free hearing test or a sale that's this week only. For professional care, I suggest you take a different approach. I'm Dr. Barbara Jenkins, owner of Advanced Audiology. I have 25 years of hospital and clinical experience treating both hearing loss and tinnitus. My first suggestion? Ask your physician who they would go to, not just who's on their list. Who do they trust? Second, go online and search Doctor of Audiology and then type in your area. You don't want an evaluation performed by a technician or hearing aid salesperson. Your hearing is a serious concern, so you should treat it as such. For more information, go to advancedaudiology.com or call 303-649-2122. Because at Advanced Audiology, we take your hearing seriously.
revolutionizing the way people treat people in business. The Experience Pros, America's home for positive business talk.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. We do appreciate you for tuning in. We do hope that we've inspired you to get your business right. And in order to do that, there's so many different things we offer. Training from the experts like Eli Delaney. We've had Michael Gerber and Bill Rancic, a whole bunch of people who have come in. But during the off times and when we don't have special guests like that, we have fantastic news broadcasts.
How does it go from the top of the hour to no news you would ever need to hear, no news that that is helpful, and no news that is this, and now at the end of the hour you're like, fantastic news. When it's the same news, Eric.
Well, you don't know that because you never heard the stories.
Yeah, but it's the same news.
You chose the other news.
I did choose of the choices of the headlines that were given. How many out of the 3?
There were 4.
There were 4,
yes,
and I only got through 2.
We talked about the government wants
So we talked about 4. So you gave me like 4 choices. I picked some news stories, really just for levity and odd and right, but we only shared 2 of those said stories. There are 2 of those said stories remaining that Eric just wants to share, but now he's calling them fantastic, and I'm just curious how in the course of 40 minutes they went from being not worthy at all to now fantastic.
It's like a fine wine.
Oh, they have aged and matured in the last 40 minutes.
Correct.
Have you?
Producer Bill works very hard on behalf of us. He gets up in the middle of the night. He collects news stories all around the clock. And I think we owe him the honor of sharing the stories.
This is for you, Bill.
He's worked so hard.
This is for you, Bill.
Yeah, see, he gives us a tip of the hat, a nod of the head. And so I think we should kick it off with a little, this.
Oh.
It's time.
Goodness.
For You Didn't Choose This News. The game show at the bottom of the hour where the news has matured, but Eric has not.
I'm so glad you said that.
All right. We'll wrap up our time with you folks today with a couple of news stories that we just simply ran out of time. They have matured. The title of this one is Mystery Meat Festival Suspended. And the other one is New York City wants you to use their gold toilet.
Okay, I can't win with either.
Oh, sure you can.
Let's start with the gold toilet.
The gold toilet. New York City Museum invites viewers to use 18-karat gold toilet. A New York City museum is offering visitors a chance to sit on a golden throne, but only in private. As part of his America exhibit at the Solomon R. Guggenheim Museum, Italian artist Maurizio Calatin has replaced the toilet in the museum's 4th floor restroom with a fully functional replica cast in 18-karat gold. Because just some people got money to
Really?
burn.
I mean, if you were going to buy something in gold that was going to be all gold, would it really be your toilet?
Viewers are invited to use a solid gold toilet just as they would any other facility. It's the first place Catalan has exhibited since his 2011 retrospective at the Guggenheim. It opens on Friday. That's today. The museum says says on its website that the exhibit offers a wink to the excesses of the art market, but also evokes the American dream of opportunity for us all. Consider it your duty.
That's on my bucket list to tinkle on a gold toilet. Okay.
Go. All right, and then finally, Mystery Meat Festival suspended.
Mystery Meat Festival.
Generally, mystery meat is something to be avoided, unless you're talking about Cup of Noodle brand mystery meat.
Cup of noodle?
Or Cup Noodle brand mystery meat.
Oh, so the little piece in there that we think is chicken is not chicken?
Well, let's find out.
Beef. I don't know what the little piece of beef would look like.
It was with great fanfare that Cup Noodle rolled out their commemorative flavor in honor
I think they have
of the instant ramen. Well, that's probably the most mysterious of them all.
Right.
It was with great fanfare that Cup Noodle rolled out their commemorative flavor, yes, mystery meat, on the ramen's 45th birthday. Dubbed Cup Noodle Big Mystery Meat Festival, it features a heaping helping of the product's beloved indescribable meat. Even if you've only eaten cup noodle once, you've probably taken note of the tiny cubes of meat, the origin of which cannot be discerned by the naked eye. And because most people don't have the spectrometers or DNA analysis equipment or the patience to read the ingredients to identify them as pork, those little cubes have been lovingly dubbed mystery meat, or if you are Japanese, Natsuniku. It was surprising for Nissin to embrace this less than flattering nickname in their 45th anniversary product, but they did so with bravado and loaded the Mystery Meat Festival with 10 times the amount of processed pork that is found in original and conventional cup noodles. It was this combination of meat and self-deprecating humor that hit just the right note with consumers who came out in droves, Bill, to buy a piece of the festival. Released on the 12th of September, it only took 3 days before Nissin realized that the demand for Mystery Meat Festival was much larger than they had expected.
Larger.
On 15th of September, that's yesterday, the company apologized for not being able to produce enough and said that they must suspend shipments of Mystery Meat Festival until late October, when they are sure there will be enough to keep on the shelves. Of course, this will only serve to make the Mystery Meat Festival even more of a coveted product. So, if in Japan, you might want to head immediately down to the nearest convenience store to get a taste of the festival for about $2 US. Otherwise, you'll have to wait until October. Mystery meat, mystery solved. It's pork.
It's pork.
No one knows. I mean, you buy this thing, it's like, what is this? I don't know what that is. And you did say they have shrimp, but you can't prove it's shrimp because it looks just like the pork cubes. Yeah. Bill, did you do this? Did you buy this? You did, didn't you? You bought. You got to go get a festival.
You would eat.
I would totally eat the festival.
You would.
Once.
Oh, no. You'd do it over and over again.
You'd visit the Golden Throne.
You'd be a big fan.
And then I'd eat the festival again and go visit the Golden Throne.
It's like
it's a circle of life.
It's the dream for Eric, like my dream day.
No. My dream day starts and ends with one taco. We'll be back tomorrow. No, Monday. It's Friday, baby.
It's Friday.
The weekend. Producer Bill, thanks for producing the show and giving us cool music. Videographer Mark, we appreciate him. We appreciate you for tuning in. See you next Monday.
America's home for positive business talk. You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show. Contact them on the web at experiencepros.com. This is the Experience Pros radio show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact the Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or contact them on the web at experiencepros.com or on Facebook and Twitter at Experience Pros. If your customers love you, we want to know you. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
KDNT Arvada Denver, serving Denver's financial community and the everyday investor. Money.